Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray and John Pertwee. Well, now that Sub-Lieutenant Phillips has become engaged to Heather, even if it was an accident, let's face it, anything Mr. Phillips achieves is generally an accident, his tiny head's full of matrimonial rather than naval matters. Admiralty would hardly notice the difference, except that he's distracting Heather from her work, too.
Leslie, darling, I really must get on with some work now. I've got all this typing to do.
Oh, you carry on. I'll just sit here and watch.
Well, you'd be able to do that all right, but I doubt if I can type accurately with you sitting on my knee.
Oh, I see what you mean. If I bent forward, one of those keys might come up and clout Leslie on the hooter.
Quite. And besides, you've been sitting on my lap for so long, I'm beginning to feel like a ventriloquist.
Very funny. Except I'm no dummy, you know. Well, say something.
I daren't.
What was that, a bee's wedding?
No, it was old Thundergut's new office buzzer. I must go.
Oh, no, let him wait.
Yes, but that's about the 5th time he's zizzed me.
Is it? Well, he's got no right to zuzz another chap's fiancée. I mean, now, about this party for the ratings this evening to celebrate our engagement, I thought we'd take them to the Fireman's Bucket and Bell.
Leslie, I must go.
No, you have to wait until we sorted out this booze up for the lads. Now, first things first, you know. Now, if we get to the pub about 12:30...
Chasen, have you suddenly got cloth ears, or... What do you think you two are playing at? Musical chairs?
No, ventriloquists.
What?
I mean, we're having a booze up. No, I mean, that is...
For heaven's sake, I'll speak to you later. Now, Wren Chasen, what's happened to my phone call to the Admiral?
Your phone call to the... I forgot.
Forgot?
Well, not exactly forgot. I'm afraid that I was putting through the call and I got sort of sidetracked.
So I gather. Well, kindly get through to the Admiral now.
Well, sir, I'm afraid I already have. He's been hanging on.
Hanging on? But that was over an hour ago.
I say, you better put him through before he lets go and falls off.
If he's still there, put him through to my office at once. Although how I'm going to explain this away, I can't think.
Well, I'll put you through as soon as you get into your office, sir.
Thank you. You're too kind. It's ludicrous. An Admiral left with a phone in his ear for an hour so that a sub-lieutenant can snog. So help me, Lord Nelson, the rot has set in. Good grief, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, I'll say it is, Povey. I've been hanging on for over an hour.
I'm sorry, Admiral,
I've been holding this flaming thing to me ear so long, me luggo's gone all hot, me elbow's got pins and needles.
I'm sorry, sir, it's entirely...
Povey!
Sir?
Shut up! I want to get this chat over before my arm falls off.
Certainly, sir. It's just that I feel that one should give you an explanation.
You had a meal at 1 and that gave you an hallucination? Well, that's no excuse, is it? Now, Povey, it's about me barge. It's got to be collected, you see.
Well, no, I don't.
Good man, I knew you would. She just had a refit at Chatham.
Did you say Chatham,
No,
sir?
there's no need for you to Chatham. I already have, and she's ready. Passed her 7-year test and everything. Well, that's all, Povey. Leave it to you.
Leave it to me, sir. Leave what?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Oh, I want Troutbridge sent round to pick up me barge from the dockyard chaps tomorrow.
Oh, certainly, sir. By all means, sir. I'll see to it, sir.
Don't argue, Povey. I want me barge. I'll get the dockyard chaps to bring it out to Garrison Point or Sheerness and rendezvous.
But what about the dockyard civilian cruiser?
Who? Oh, them. Oh, well, we'll get another launch sent out from Chatham to pick them up at the same time. Joe!
Hello. Oh, dear, why did I ever join up? Not that anybody will answer it, but one can but try.
Heather got bored and switched off. I mean, Heather's on the switchboard, so I've come instead.
Oh, how convenient. Mr. Phillips, will you kindly inform number 1 that the Admiral wants his barge picked up from Garrison Point Sheerness tomorrow? Now get back to your ship at once and leave my secretary alone, even if she is your fiancée. Heaven help her. And tell number 1 to phone me at once.
Aye, sir. I wanted to see Mr. Murray to tell him about the booze up at the pub tonight anyway.
Never mind about the blasted booze up. Tell him about collecting the Admiral's barge.
Well, suit yourself, sir. But I'm sure he'd rather hear about tonight's booze up at the pub.
Mr. Phillips,
Sir?
I realise that this is a celebration and you wanted to push the boat out for the rating.
Yes, sir.
However, by the look of that group with CPO Pertwee, I have a nasty feeling that you and Heather have pushed the boat out so far it's practically sunk.
Yes, I'll go and have a word with them, sir.
You do, although I doubt if they'll hear you.
Well, a chap can only try, you know. Excuse me, could I get through? Excuse me. I'll see you in court. Sorry, pardon. Excuse me,
Oh, look! Here's Mr. Phillips. Hello, Mr. Phillips. Happy Christmas. I'm wrong again. Bon voyage.
yeah, thanks. I think.
I'd say here, sir, but I'm not sure where I am. So, where instead?
Yes, well, I think perhaps you chaps have had enough.
Have enough.
Yes, that's what I said.
I know, see, and a very disagreeable talking it was. I didn't care for a soul. Did you, chap?
No. Typically British.
Now, steady on, all I meant.
That's all right, sir. If our welcome has run out, we'll buy our own drinks.
Oh, another little drink, another little drink, another little drink won't do us any harm.
I'll belt up, Ginger.
I think I'd better. I don't feel very well.
I'm not surprised, neither. Now, if you drank Welsh instead of Scotch, you'd have been fine.
Yeah, possibly, but number 1 and I feel that as we're putting to sea tomorrow, it might be as well if none of you drank any more of anything.
Oh, yeah, well, that does it. We know when we're not wanted. Loyal sons of the flag. That's what we are. Loyal sons. True blue fleas. True blue three of us modestly celebrating your betrothal.
Comrades, ever since we were boys, sharing all.
Ginger!
What?
Shut up!
I was going to anyway, because to tell the truth, I don't think I feel very well.
Well, it serves you right for drinking foreign wallop. Leek beer, that's the stuff. My Aunt Morpeth brews it up in Llamborghini public bars, you know.
Now I'm certain I'm not very well.
No, neither am I. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll have another little one. Just to settle our tum-tums, eh? What would you like, sir?
Well, I don't want any leek beer for a start. I've already got a drink, thanks, Chief. I'll leave you to it. Perhaps Taffy will pay for the round.
That, if I may say so, is probably the joke of the year.
Ta-da!
I heard that. And I may get in touch with my Uncle Edwin, the solicitor and ironmonger, to see if I can sue for disintegration of character.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll pay.
Now I've heard everything.
Landlord! Landlord!
Come in, Mr. Pertwee. See, it'll be all right. They know me here.
If they don't by now, they never will.
We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when.
Shut up!
Well now, Mr. Pertwee, what seems to be the trouble?
There's no trouble at all. No. Just a little service, if you don't mind. We want 4 brown ales and a packet of crisps. That's all, 4 brown ales and a packet of crisps.
That's not quite all, Mr. Pertwee. Who's paying for it?
I am, of course. Harry, who do I make the check out to?
You don't. Cash only.
But you've always cashed my checks before.
Exactly. We all learn sometime. This time we'll have cash.
Do you know something, I'll tell you? I've got a good mind to take my valued custom elsewhere.
You do that, Mr. Pertwee, and right now, outside the lot of you.
All right, we'll give you another chance.
Outside, I say.
No, you won't me.
Outside.
I like to my men be parley.
Outside and stay out.
Yeah. Well, I thought you handled that very well, Chief.
We might have stood a better chance if the landlord hadn't got a room completely papered in the chief's checks already.
Oh, stop chudsering all over. Now, what do we do now?
Get back to the ship, I suppose. Sailing, sailing over the bounding. Oh, dear.
Now what?
I just thought of that ship going up and down tomorrow morning, and I don't feel very well.
Never mind about the trip tomorrow. It's getting back tonight I'm worried about. I never was one for the walk-in.
No, neither was I. Let's ride back. Look, what's that over there in the park?
It's a bubble car.
10 out of 10. And what about those number plates?
Well, they're naval plates. You can tell by the numbers because it's not the same as... Good night, all.
Come here.
I'd rather not.
Oh, yes, you would. That over there is a bubble car belonging to the Navy, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, so do we. Everybody in?
No, Chief, you can't do that. It must belong to some high-ranking officer or something. We can't just pinch it to get back to the... Chief? Ooh-wee. Where's everybody gone?
We're in the car.
Well, move over and let Fatso get in.
You're joking, of course. Hard luck, Fatso. Yes, I'll tell you what. Give us a push to start, and then you can scoot behind us with one foot on the bumper.
But there isn't one.
Then have a lovely run. See you aboard. Slide boot. Lift them down a bit.
No, wait for me. I want to ride as well, Chief. Oh, me leg. Wait for me.
If your dodgy head and shaky hands can manage it, Chief, left hand down a bit.
What? Oh, if you insist, sir, right. With great difficulty. Left hand down a bit, it is, sir.
First-rate party last night, Mr. Phillips.
The ratings seem to have enjoyed it anyway, is that?
Could we talk about something else?
It's certainly a very good gin they serve in the Fireman's Bucket and Bell.
Ooh, how could you?
Heather and I were drinking pseudo shams, actually. They got quite a kick, you know. I had about 34. I definitely felt the last one.
Yeah, well, I had hundreds and hundreds of brown ales, and I felt all the perishes.
Yes, you did seem a little under the weather, Chief. Frankly, I was quite surprised to find you'd got back to the ship all right.
Could we change the subject?
Do I gather that you're none too sure how you got back either?
Well, not exactly, no, sir, but I've got a feeling that we got a lift in the bubble car.
Ah, now that would account for it.
Account for it? Account for what, I'm afraid, sir?
Well, when Mr. Bates was doing rounds this morning, he reported that parked on the gun deck was...
Oh, no!
Oh, yes. A bubble car.
Yes, told me I remember now. I thought that last little hill was a bit bumpy. Yeah, it must have been the flaming gangplank. Oh, yeah, no, sir, no. I mean, I know nothing about it, sir. It's a pure blind coincidence, sir. I mean, with the parking situation the way it is today, any complete never to be seen again utter stranger may easily have ridden a
Just a minute.
car, and just as long as you like, sir.
Starboard lookout here, sir. I merely wanted to say that we're coming up to the Admiral's barge and the relief launch now, sir.
What? Oh, good gracious, so we are. Goldstein, why didn't you tell us sooner?
Well, I would
We'll
have
overshoot now.
I would have done, sir, but after last night, I'm having to wear dark glasses. And they're so flipping dark, they cut my visibility down to about 50 yards. But you wouldn't credit the relief they give, sir. When your head's being bashed at like a coal face when the lads are on piecework.
Yeah, never mind that now. Take 'em off at once. Whoever heard of a starboard lookout that couldn't see?
Nobody, sir. But you've got one this morning. Incidentally, sir, while we're chatting about my promotion, sir, when am I going to be a petty officer, sir? I've been a lead...
Mr. Phillips, we've been... a bridge?
With due respect, switching off when somebody's chatting you is very rude, sir.
Oh, shut up. Go and polish your dark glasses. Mr. Phillips.
Sir?
All the left hand down you've got. We've overshot the barge, so you'll have to do a tight turn and come up astern of her.
Aye, sir. Left hand down until there ain't no more left hand down left.
Left hand down until there ain't more anymore what you said, sir.
Lummy, I didn't know she could turn as tight as this. I'm losing my balance. Who's doing that? Sounds like our siren.
Yes, it is, sir. If you must hang on to something, do you think you could find something else than the siren rope, sir?
What? Oh, sorry, pardon.
Right, granted, sir. Coming hard round now, sir.
What was that? What was it?
I don't know. It sounds as if something went overboard.
Yes, something flipping well did, sir. It was the bubble car.
I say, you must have left the handbrake off. Jolly careless, that.
Mr. Phillips, sir, we're round.
One of the first things you should remember, Chief, is to check the handbrake.
Mr. Phillips, quick, the barge!
It's just a question of habit, you know, like looking in the mirror before you...
Mr. Phillips, barge ahead!
Barge ahead? Now, who wants to barge... Oh, lummy! Left hand down.
There isn't any more, sir.
Well, right hand up.
Right hand up, sir.
Put the handbrake on.
Yeah, what?
No, full ahead sideways.
Full ahead sideways it is.
Climb to 5,000 feet.
Here we go again.
Two no trumps.
3 spades.
Well, shut your eyes.
I've got them shut.
Follow the blue light.
Oh, we're done with
No,
the tube.
steady at that. Scrub it.
Scrub it round.
Cool, I can't look.
I can. Everybody down! Bullseye, Mr. Phillips, sir. Bullseye.
Quick, full astern both.
Full astern both it is, sir.
But now, wait a minute. Where's the launch?
I don't know. She...
Yes, well, now we know, don't we, sir? Under our flaming stern.
Stop engines, lower boats.
Lower boats it is, sir.
I say, the dockyard chaps are all right. Look, there they are. Look, waving at us.
They're not waving, sir. They're shaking their fists.
What on earth is Captain Povey going to say when he sees the report on this little lot?
It won't look too good, will it? An accident report showing how Troutbridge sank a dockyard launch, the Admiral's barge, and the bubble car in about 30 seconds flat.
Dockyard crew coming up. An Admiral's barge going down, sir.
Yes, so I gathered. I'll go and see him, and in the meantime, head back to Portsmouth, Mr. Phillips.
I'd rather not, sir. Couldn't we desert right now?
Yes, a good idea, sir. Save all that messing about, getting caught manitouled.
No, gentlemen. Let us at least give their lordships their frigate back, or what's left of her. Head for Portsmouth.
Hello, Captain Povey's office.
This is the Admiral. Put me through to Captain Povey's office.
This is Captain Povey's office, sir.
It is? Creeping Ivy, Povey, what's happened to your voice? It's gone squeaky. You better see the M.O. about that. It might be flu.
No, sir, I'm not Captain Povey. I'm a Wren.
A Wren? No, talk sense, Povey, for Pete's sake. You can't be a captain one day and a Wren the next.
Oh, sir, I meant... Well, Oh, would you hold on, sir?
Hold on, not likely. Well, I just got the use of my arm back from the last time.
I'll be as quick as I can, sir.
Hello, Captain Povey speaking.
Oh, good man, you got your voice back. Povey, you've had your chips.
What?
I'm a Chatterman. Do you know what those idiots of yours have done this time?
Oh, no, they haven't hit your barge.
No. They've hit me barge and sunk her. And the launch belonging to the dockyard. And worse.
Worse?
Yeah. They've got the dockyard crew aboard. And ever since 6 o'clock, they'll have been joyriding on overtime.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sure there must be an explanation. Come in.
I'll say there's an explanation. Come in. It's coming from you and those idiots on Troutbridge.
Urgent signal from intelligence, sir.
Signal? Oh, that'll be about this mass sinking trip Troutbridge has been on, I suppose.
Oh, no, sir, it's top secret. A two-man submarine has been sighted off Garrison Point, Sheerness. We're to capture her, if possible, and find out where she's come from.
What? A two-man sub? Oh, thank heavens for that. I might save myself yet. Unfortunately, it means I shall also have to save Troutbridge as well, but it can't be helped.
Troutbridge? Is she all right? I mean, my fiancé is aboard, and a girl has a right to know the worst, no matter
You
what.
already know the worst. You're engaged to him. Idiots have sunk everything for miles. My only hope is to capture that two-man sub and blame the sinkings onto her. Now, quick, where's my coat? I must get aboard, make peace, and get out to Garrison Point.
Yeah, I understand, sir.
And you better radio Troutbridge. Tell her what's happened.
Yes, aye, sir. After you, sir.
Hello, Povey. Hello, cloth ears. We've gone to see the M.O. again, I suppose. Hello. Admiral holding on. Anybody there?
Steady at that, whatever it is, Chief.
Steady at that, whatever it is, sir.
Bridge, number 1 here.
Lieutenant Bates here, sir, and I'm in the WT room.
Really? All you wish to tell me?
No, sir. I thought you'd like to know we've just had rather an urgent message from Portsmouth, sir. Old Thunderguts knows about the barge and the launch and is on his way in Makepeace.
Oh dear. What for?
Well, I'm not sure, but they seem to think there is a tiny two-man submarine in the area.
What?
My reaction exactly, sir. But then I had rather a nasty idea. I suppose it couldn't be that bubble car we ditched, still floating about.
Oh, good heavens. It jolly well could. More like it than a sub. What a stroke of luck. If we can get there first and sink it, we could swear she sank the barge and the launch trying to torpedo us.
But the signal said we were to keep out of it.
Well, if you can get back before old Thunderguts, that's just what we will do. If we don't, we shall be right in it. Leave it to me. Mr. Phillips, get us back to Garrison Point at once.
Excuse me, sir, but would that be wise, sir? I mean, supposing it's not the bubbly car. Suppose it is the tiny sub. I mean, I don't really think we ought to dabble with it, sir. I mean, with the international constellation the way it is today, it's not...
Yeah, don't argue. Look ahead. That might well be Makepeace on the horizon.
Then let them dabble with it, sir. Pertwee don't want to get involved.
Well, neither do I, Chief, but better the tiny sub we don't know than the dirty great Thunderguts we do.
Yeah, precisely. Back to Garrison Point and full ahead both all the way.
Leading Seaman Goldstein here.
Bridge, Goldstein, take your glasses off. We've got to find that bubble car again if she's still afloat.
How are we doing, Chief? Makepeace is gaining on us.
And hard luck. There's not another knot nowhere, there's not. There's not enough all the knots we've got and a few more what we've not got, and a not got. We're not enough a few knots what we've not got. Well, save me, some of them out of control.
We get the message. Relax. Look, there she is. Lummy, it is the bubble car.
Yeah, so it is. Well, thank heavens for that. Quick, Mr. Phillips, we must sink her before Makepeace spots her.
Right, sir. All guns ready, Chief.
Yes, sir. I think.
Right, at bubble car. Fire 1.
At bubble car, fire 1 it is, sir.
Oh, nasty. I must have hit it right on the hooter.
Bridge?
You might have told a chap before you let that thing off. Made me jump just as I was cleaning my glasses and I dropped them over the side. Oh, by the way, there's someone in that bubble car.
What?
Well, look for yourself, sir. It's raising its little glass hat to you.
Yeah, good gracious, yes. Well, who the blazes has been sitting in that and having a flute?
Come around. Get us out of this thing. Get us off. I want you hurry up because I don't feel very well.
Tell me it would have to be, wouldn't it? Ginger and Fatso. They must have been tipping in it all night and gone over when she fell off.
Yeah, give me the loud hailer.
Here you are.
Makepeace coming up fast.
Yeah, I know.
Ahoy there, you two! Swim for the ship quickly. Can you make the class sink?
Yes, sir, but I'd rather not. It belongs to the CNC. We found his hat in it.
Well, never mind. Sink her before Makepeace spots her. And swim
him over to us.
Aye, sir, but I'm not happy.
Well, I suppose you know what you're doing, sir. Thank you, Mr. Phillips. I usually do. I've already squared the dockyard chap's memories, and they now think they were torpedoed by a tiny, tiny sub. And that'll be a quid each all round.
Yes, and worth every penny of it. Next, I take it we shall be reporting the sinking of an unidentified sub to Captain Povey.
Unidentified sub? What's he talking about? It was the C&C's bubble car.
No, sir, it wasn't. No, it was the sub that sank the Admiral's barge and the dockyard lancer, wasn't it?
What? Oh, I see. I get it.
At last.
Yes, you're going to tell Thunderguts that the C&C's bubble car sank a sub. We should just have to keep Noddy out of the way until there's more time.
This is Captain Povey.
And who would have doubted it?
What the blazes are you playing at?
We've just sunk an unidentified sub, sir. I'm afraid she got the Admiral's barge and the launch first.
Did she now? Well, I'll believe you because I've something well got to. But one day, number one, I'd love to know what really happened.
Well, if you're really interested, sir, actually, it was the C&C's bubble.
Well done, Chief. Keep your hand over his chops until we get out of here.
Yeah, as long as he don't bite, it'll be a pleasure, sir.
Permission to return to Portsmouth, sir?
I suppose so. I only hope the Admiral believes this story when I phone him up later. Oh!
What's wrong, sir?
The Admiral! I've just remembered I've left him hanging on the phone. Get back to Portsmouth at once, and if you get back first, tell him I won't be a moment.
Yeah, aye, sir. Back to Portsmouth again, Mr. Phillips. Mr. Phillips!
Blimey, he has bit me.
Oh, sorry, pardon, I'd forgotten. Full ahead for Portsmouth, gentlemen.
Well done, sir. I reckon we ought to have a drink on this escape when we get back.
Yeah, possibly, but you won't celebrate getting out of this jam too heavily in the fireman's bucket and bell, will you? The C&C losing his bubble car is one thing, but if you get ambitious, we might not be able to explain away the Sea Lord losing his rose.
Message received and understood, sir. Next time I want a lift, I'll have a piggyback from Fatso. He may not be fast. Where would you find better upholstery? Full aid both it is, sir.
And left hand down a bit, of course.
Oh, of course.
And that was Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray and John Pertwee working their passage in The Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Leslie Phillips was the sub-lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number one, John Pertwee was the chief petty officer, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldicott, Heather was Heather Chasen, Judy was Judy Cornwell, Able Seaman Johnson was Ronnie Barker, Able Seaman Ginger was Michael Bates, and Taffy Goldstein was played by Daniel Evans. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present The Navy Lark with our three stars, Stephen Murray, John Pertwee and Leslie Phillips. Large concerns all have different methods of communication. The civil service send memos to each other. The government issue directives. And in the BBC, if my boss wants me, he sends a spotty-faced boy who shoves his head round the door and shouts, "Oi, Big Ed, you're wanted!" It's true, but Admiralty, of course, they send signals. However, sometimes they do at least send them via Pretty Wren.
It's not that I want to be difficult in any way, you understand, Chief?
Yes, course.
Or that I wish to hinder or in any way put you out.
No.
However, with regard to your suggestion that if Able Seaman Johnson doesn't get a shift on, he's going to get a right clobbering, I would like to point out one thing.
Would you now? And what's that, my rotund little podgy pixie?
I'm not happy.
Then flaming hard luck, mate. Now go on, get below and check the stool.
Oh, that won't take long.
All right, then nip down to the bilges and find some green oil for the starboard light.
Green oil? You're having me on, aren't you?
Frankly, yes. But flatter off just the same, and for Drake's sake, do something except waddle round me telling me you're not happy.
Well, I'm not.
Johnson.
Yes, Chief?
Banish.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Get her.
What am I missing?
Cool.
And you.
Eh? Oh, hello. Good afternoon, Judy. What do you got there?
A signal from Captain Povey. It's the number 1.
Is it sealed?
No.
Right, hand it over. I'm not being nosy, you understand? It's just that, well, you know...
want to know which way to duck?
Yeah. No. No, I don't want Mr. Murray to be troubled unnecessarily if I can deal with the matter instead.
Ha ha.
Very likely, and the perisher over. Now then, what's old Thunderguts' little pearl of literature this time, then?
From Captain Povey to Lieutenant Murray, HMS Troutbridge, Portsmouth. Further to Admiralty Directive re-fitness of personnel, physical training instruction for 1 hour per day will start at 0600 hours as from tomorrow. Signed, Henry Povey.
Oh, Jack! Oh, me leg! Oh, I've got him again.
Got what?
Got what? The flat-out, all-feared twinging screws, of course. Ooh, the anigone of it.
P.S. This signal applies to all ranks, including CPO Pertwee. Twinging screws or no twinging screws.
He's blooming persicycle. That's his trouble. Well, I don't think I'll bother number 1 with this little lot for a week or 2.
What are you going to do then?
Solve the old problem by chucking this perisher over the side and watch it flute off.
Oh, well, in that case, Captain Povey said I was to give you this signal.
Eh? What's this one about, then?
From Captain Povey to CPO Pertwee, HMS Troutbridge. Before you throw my first signal over the side, please note that I sent it by hand to make certain the ship received it. I shall also be aboard at 0600 tomorrow to see my instructions are carried out. Signed, Henry Povey.
Blimey. Big Brother is watching Johnsy. Coming aboard, is he? Well, I bet he won't be doing any flaming physical training.
P.S. No, he won't, but you thumping well will. Now take my first signal to number 1 at once.
You'll have to take it, you know, Chief.
I know. He's got me covered. Oh, well, I'll pop along to the wardroom with it now. So long, Judy. Right diabolical doodah this is.
Come in. Oh, hello, Chief. I wanted a word with you. Indent for some more green oil, will you?
Green oil?
Yes, for the starboard light. Johnson tells me he's been below and we've run out.
Oh, no, look, Mr.
Jolly
Peter.
poor do that, you know. While you're about it, you better check we've got enough red oil for the port light as well.
Yes, well, you see, sir, we don't really...
Chief.
Yes.
You'll save hours if you don't try to explain, but just agree to indent for more. He'll be much happier.
Yes, I think you're right.
What have you got there?
Oh, a red-hot dead nasty from old Thunderguts. He wants us all doing up on the toes, arms raised and arms lowered and running on the spot, begin up. Every morning, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
I take it you've read the signal in order to save me the trouble.
Yeah. No. Oh, clang. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Why don't Johnsy keep his big mouth shut? Oh, well, I'm afraid it did sort of, plop open, as you might say, sir. I couldn't help reading the first few lines.
All right. Don't bother to try to explain to me either. I'm used to your unofficial censorship of Admiralty signals.
Yes, there's a right diabolical liberty, sir. Look, what would Lord Nelson have said if their rollicking lordships had asked him to get his men doing exercises?
Yeah. Probably England expects this day that every man shall do his health and beauty.
Mr. Murray said this is new matter, sir. I'll tell you one thing. There's one ancestor of mine who would never have stood for it.
Was he in the Navy, Chief?
Well, no. No, not exactly in the Navy, sir. He was a pirate.
Well, he was certainly one of your family, all right.
Yes, obviously the Chief's quaint little ways with Admiralty property are hereditary. Do go on. What was his name?
Captain Long Jonathan Pertwee, sir. And he commanded the Estenemiclinical Roger.
What?
The Estenemiclinical Roger.
She must have been a big ship to get a name like that painted on her side.
Yes, well, it was something like that anyway, so... Anyway, I'll tell you the story. Now, look. Long Jonathan never had no trouble with his pirating until he captured a certain British sailing ship called the Trevelyan Maid in 1600 and what's it. Now, on board...
Yes?
On board was the owner's daughter, Ramona Trevelyan, who was to be married at sea to the ship's captain, Harry Purvis. Well, are you with me? Good. Right, well, they set sail for the Indies. But what they didn't know was that Long Jonathan was lying in wait for them.
Cool. This is more exciting than the serial in my copy of this week's Yogi Bear comic.
Shut up a minute, Boo-Boo Phillips. Go on, Chief.
Right, well, little did the crew aboard the Trevelyan Maid know what lay in store for them as they approached the equator, where the captain's marriage was about to take place.
Left sail down a bit it is, sir.
Great day for you, Captain.
Yes, I suppose you could call it that, Mr. Mate.
You don't seem too enthusiastic about the marriage to Miss Trevelyan, Captain.
Well, to tell you the truth, my heart is, she's not anywhere near, is she?
No.
Well, I'm having second thoughts. But what can I do?
Why don't you tell her?
Tell her? Are you mad?
Allow me, sir. Mr. Phillips, what is the name of this ship?
The Trevelyan Maid.
And what is the name of Captain Purvis's bride?
Ramona Trevelyan.
That's it. You're doing splendidly. Now, what is the name of the ship's owner?
Well, it's Ramona's father, Sir Jasper Trevelyan, but I don't see what that's got to do with... I say, you're in it up to your poop deck, aren't you, sir?
Watch it, Mr. Phillips. If the marriage takes place and the captain becomes joint owner, he'll have you by the halyards straight away.
Oh, nasty.
What gave you second thoughts, Captain?
Harry Purvis, stop chatting to your little friends and come here at once.
That's what gave me second thoughts.
Just one more of those from you, sailor, and you'll get a swift kick in the scuppers. Now then, Harry Purvis, I have a complaint.
What is it, my love? Is there something wrong?
There certainly is. I've just been down to my cabin and caught one of your common sailors trying to pick me padlock.
You're what, my love?
Now, evidence, Harold. I demand you to take action immediately. I'm not having your oi polloi trying to take a crafty peek at my old oak chest.
No, of course not, my love.
Excuse me, sir. There's a three-schoonered masterhead. I mean, there's a three-headed master of schoon. Three schoon heads on the mast. No.
Ship in front.
Yeah, thanks. I was nearly on a sandbank. Just what?
What flag she flying?
What?
She's not a Frenchy, is she?
Oh, no, sir, I don't think she is. Not unless the French flag is a skull and crossbones.
No. Their flags... What?
Pirates closing in, sir. I think they're going to try and board us.
Well, there's a silly remark. I mean, if they're pirates, of course they're going to try and board us. Then they'll capture us and take us back to their hideout and torture us until we... Oh, I don't think Leslie feels very well.
I wonder which pirate it is. Let's hope it's not Long Jonathan Pertwee.
Excuse me, sir. Shall I pop up to the poop, have a peep, and pop back again?
No, there isn't time for that. You hear the coming? Like it's a boarding us! After the man, shoot no water! Overboard with the rascally flaggers! Never stick us alive! We shall never surrender! Fight to the death! We shall never be taken prisoner by these cutthroats!
Now, look here. The entire ship's crew of the Trevelyan Maid may be your prisoners, but we've got our rights. Captain Long Jonathan Pertwee, pirate of this parish.
Have you? And as captain of a good ship, they instead of me clinical, Roger, I assure you the only person aboard who has rights is me. All you're entitled to is wrong.
Hear, hear. If you want to know, you're not going to be happy, you know. You are definitely not going to be happy.
No, and neither are you, big balloon-based bosun. Get below and check the green oil for the starboard line.
You're verily having me on again, aren't you?
One more and I won't have you on. I'll have you over the side and the sharks will have hot dinners for a month.
What?
Now tackle and drop your anchor somewhere else.
Silence! I have something to say. You've had your little joke, and I demand to be put back on my father's ship so I can marry Harry.
Oh, there's no hurry, my love. Oh, of course, I wondered why the captain had been grinning ever since we were captured.
Oh, it's your wedding day, is it? Well, I'd marry you myself, only I'm not certain whether being married by a pirate captain would be legal. And if it wasn't, you'd be... Yes, well, never mind what you'd be. It'd mean that I'd be in trouble with the Amalgamated Pirates, Buccaneers and Floating Swashbucklers Union. The ship steward's the shop steward.
Oh, what a shame. Not that it really matters, but where are you taking us?
To me Heidi-Hoo! Heidi-Hoo to the island of Alatots. But I doubt if you'll reach that far unless you watch your step. However, the lovely lady's different. Being a pirate's a lonely life for a man. And I've always fancied a wench with spirit.
Harry Purvis, don't just stand there grinning. Say something.
You what? Oh, yes, my love. I hope you'll be very happy together.
Harold!
Never mind about Harold. Let's get down to my cabin.
Oh, I say.
Yes, I say. You and I, Miss Trevelyan, have things to discuss before we reach Alatote.
Ooh.
Yeah. In the meantime, you and the three-cornered hat with a triangular head to go with it. You can do a bit of navigating.
Do you mean me?
Yes. I mean you, lad. Head for the island of Alatote.
What's wrong with your own navigator?
He had a slight unfortunate, my son. He decided to nip over the side and feed the sharks the hard way. Right, come, my proud beauty.
I say, really?
Not you.
Oh.
I'm referring to you, Ramona.
Ooh.
Let's go below, Ramona.
Ooh.
Whopper Johnson!
That's me.
Whopper Johnson! Now that we've safely landed in our hidey hole, I've been having a little think about things. And I've decided that I've been treating you in a gross, unfair manner. I'm just about to put things right.
How are you? Well, I've got the account here. To Whopper Johnson on account of sackings of cities and scuttings of ships, 200 gold sovereigns, 6 casts of precious jewels, and 14 days leave with pay.
No, Whopper lad. I'm not talking of paltry financial gain.
Well, I should have guessed.
What I'm offering you, Whopper lad, what I'm offering you is the most precious jewel of them all.
Hey? I've got a feeling I'm not going to be happy.
Oh, yes, you are, shipmate of mine. Yes, you are. I've noticed that you've had your roving sailor's eye on the fair Ramona Trevelyan.
I thought she was a brunette.
Don't quibble. Because I, the gallant Captain Long Jonathan Pertwee, am giving you the fair damsel.
But I don't want her.
Then blow your 17th century luck, mate, you've got her. I've had enough, Tom.
Whopper! Where are you, Whopper?
Off you go, lad. The lesser oak-chested Trevelyan is calling. She's given her mating call to the whopper bird.
Well, I'll go, but she's laid an egg this time.
Be that as it may, lad, I'm going to see the prisoners. Good morning, the artists.
Ah, so you've turned up at last, have you? May I remind you that we're British citizens and that we demand to see the governor of the island?
Yes, I got your chitty about that.
Have you? Oh, have you? Yes. Well, as the ship's lawyer, I should point out that I've read this all up. And, yes, I have. Yes. Yes, I have. Yes. Yes. And according to the Factory Act of 1402... Yes, and oblique stroke 3, part 1, as the prisoners of the first part held by you as capturer of the second part. Don't you think you've got us by the third part? No, and in conclusion, gentlemen of the jury, 30 days have September, which proves without any shadow of doubt that my client was in Carshalton. The defense rests.
And not before time.
Here we are, before the niche of the first part gets going again. I may as well tell you that I'm taking you up to see the governor straight away.
Oh, thanks very much. I didn't think you'd allow us to see him for a moment.
You can see him all day if you like. You don't know the governor. He's waiting for us at Admiral House.
Oh, then. Anyone else want another dish of cocoa?
Not for me, thank you, Governor.
Nor me.
Nor me.
And I wouldn't touch a stop with a barge pole.
Well, we all know that, dear. Now, gentlemen, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, sir, you're not going to believe this.
Right, well, in that case, we won't bother to listen to it. Pertwee, who are these idiots?
Pirates, sir!
What?
We're not pirates here.
Now, steady, chaps. We all know Captain Long Jonathan is an honest trader.
Which reminds me, how did we do for a few gallons of that delicious Swansea wine, Captain?
You haven't been forgotten, madam. I've left Whopper Johnson guarding many a barrel in our hold.
Oh, splendid! Another successful trip. Carry on. Main business of the day is now over.
Hey, jolly well, isn't it, you know? As prisoners of the first part, being held by the Factory Act, I can definitely prove...
You're a three-cornered nit!
Exactly. Oh, very funny. But don't you forget, he who laughs last should never roll stones at too many cooks who are living in a glass house. Now, you answer that, if you can.
I wouldn't dare try.
Now, quiet, chaps. There's a very simple answer to all this. Piracy on the high seas is a very serious charge, but I've already received a plea from Long Jonathan for leniency. He reckons that a voyage or two under him will put you back on the straight and narrow.
You can be my steward, and I'll have an old triangular bump over there as my navigator.
Oh, you haven't lost another navigating officer, surely?
Yes, I'm afraid so, sir.
You're getting jolly careless. You lose your navigating officer on every trip.
Well, I have to. They know what I've been.
Huh?
I know. I mean, it's a long series of highly unlikely pure-blind coincidences, for which I have a long series of equally unlikely ever-hopeful explanations that I won't bore you with now.
Oh, good man.
Falling, you lot! We're putting to sea to do a bit more honest trading. Immediately.
Here, Master Goldstein.
Go away. Haven't you seen the notice? Whopper Johnsons are not supposed to speak to Foxy Goldstein while he's poop lookout and the ship's in motion.
Well, suit yourself, Foxy. I was only trying to put things right.
Now, were you? Well, I've got the account here. To Foxy Goldstein on account of him beating Whopper Johnson at shove half sovereign and borrowing 9 pieces of 8 comes to a total of...
No, Foxy. I'm not talking about paltry financial gain.
Well, I am.
No, you're not. I'm offering you the most precious jewel of them all.
I'd rather have the money, Tar.
No, you wouldn't. Because the gallant Whopper Johnson is giving you the fair damsel Ramona Trevelyan.
I don't want her.
Then blow your 17th century luck, you got her.
Foxy, where are you, Foxy?
See? Off you go, Foxy. Your little vixen's calling you.
But I can't. I'm on poop lookout duty.
Well, you explain that to her, not me.
You're rotten, and an absolutely stinking English rotten at that.
Hello, something's leaking.
No, it isn't. Whopper, come here. How would you like to make some money?
Well, I'm not averse to that. How much?
Lots and lots of money, Whopper. More than you've ever dreamed of.
Oh, I doubt that. When it comes to money, my dreams are very expensive, you know.
Well, if you'll help us, Sir Jasper Trevelyan, who owns our ship, will see your dreams come true.
Well, go on. I'm interested. I am, you know. I'm definitely interested. What do you want me to do, then?
Well, nothing much. Just start a mutiny.
Oh, well, that shouldn't take very... Good evening.
No, wait. Money, Whopper. Money.
Yeah, there is that to be considered.
Do you think the men would mutiny if Sir Jasper makes it worth their while?
Oh, I think most of them would mutiny without. Hang on a minute. I'll have a word with Foxy Goldstein about this. Foxy! Foxy!
I'm not speaking to you, so don't expect an answer.
Money, Foxy. Money.
Hello, Whopper. There's nice to see you. What's up, then?
Well, that lot from the Trevelyan maid are offering us money if we mutiny.
Mutiny? We'll get expelled from the union. How much?
Lots. What do we do?
Tell him to see the bosun. He's around here somewhere. He'll know what to do.
Right, shan't be long. Cooey! Bosun! Cooey! Bosun!
Yes, that's me. Yes, bosun. Yes, that's me rank. Yes, rank. Who?
You, bosun. Oh. These here prisoners wants words with you.
Ah, words. Yes, words. Yes, you can't beat words. No.
We were wondering...
Just a minute. No. Carry on.
Well, we want you to mute a startany. I'm Martyr Studeny. Strike.
Ah, yes, capital idea, yes. I already have. Yes, I'm a secret, you see.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, you're safe with us.
Mr. Mate, what are these two talking about? I've no idea. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a lot of words.
Yes, words. Can't have enough of them. No. Mutiny, eh? Not needed now. No. I'm a Bow Street floater, you see.
What? A Bow Street floater, sir. That's the same as a Bow Street runner, but he works on ships.
Yes. Got this case buttoned up. Put Long Jonathan's compass out. What? Yes. Won't meet the Spanish merchant ship at all now. We'll be meeting a British man-of-war instead. Boom.
Boom?
No, bang. Another pirate done for.
Well, that's a relief. Yes, I think.
Yes.
Ship approaching on starboard bow, Captain.
Action stations, my hearties. Here we go for another load of lovely loot. That's what he thinks. Take cover. Yes, cover.
I already have.
Everybody. Yes. Down. Yes. Oi! Who threw that lot? Prithee, cut that out. Captain Long Jonathan fires first. Full sail ahead. Let the Spaniards have it, lads. We shall never surrender to the rascally pluggards. Fight to the death, my lads, and show no quarter. We shall never be taken prisoner by these Spanish comrades. Yes, well, of course. If that nit of a poop lookout had told me that you were a British man-of-war, I'd have surrendered straight away, sir.
Capital. But as prisoners of the British Navy, I must warn you that anything you say may be taken down and may well, by George, yes, may be well used in evidence.
You'd better get yourself a new quill straight away, because I've a great deal to say.
Now, look here, madam.
Silence, Ramona's doing the talking.
Yes, we noticed that, but...
Are you not the captain?
I do have that doubtful honor, yes, madam.
Good boy. Stand right where you are. I've got a little job for you. Harry, Povey.
Yes, my love?
Heel. That's it. Now then, cap off while you're getting married.
Oh, certainly, but... Yes, now, look here.
Oh, I may be going to get hoisted from the yard arm, but I reckon I'm in clover compared with you, Harry boy.
That will do.
Off you go, Captain. Let the battle commence.
Thank you. But if ever I've seen a bridegroom who is not happy, no, definitely not happy, it's this one. It worries me a lot, I can tell you.
Splendid story, but go on. What happened then?
Well, nothing much, Mr. Phillips said. We did have an happy ending. After a couple of weeks at sea with Ramona pounding round the ship, the British crew mutinied. and Captain Long Jonathan took command of the man-of-war. His first command was to cast Ramona and poor Captain Purvis off in an open boat near a remote island. Well, it hadn't been remote before, but after she'd been on it for a bit, nobody went near the place for years.
Yeah, all very interesting, Chief. Not that I believe a word of it, but very interesting. Now I think we'd better turn in. PT on the deck at 6 tomorrow, I'm afraid.
Turn in, sir. It's far too early. Look, it's still daylight.
Daylight? It can't be, sir. It was dusk when I came in here.
Well, look for yourself.
Pertwee, you blithering chatterbox, it is daylight. You must have been talking all night.
Lummy, so he has. I just felt my chin. I need a shave. I've got the 5 o'clock fluff.
And what the blue blistering blazes do you think you three are doing?
Oh, it's all thunderguts. We were just going to bed, sir.
What?
Me leg! I've got it. Oh,
where is it?
I've got to be. Oh, it's the twinging screws again.
No, if we could just sit this one out, sir. Yes. Tomorrow we...
No excuses. Out on the deck, the lot of you. On the feet, double time march.
And that was Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Stephen Murray was the number 1, John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Judy was Judy Cornwall, Ramona Trevelyan was Heather Chasen, Johnson was Ronnie Barker, Goldstein was Teniel Evans, and Ironbridge was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray. When your boss wants to see you in his office, it's panic-making enough. But when your boss's boss wants to see both of you in his office, it's high time you started studying the Situations Vacant column in deadly earnest. At least that's how Lieutenant Commander Stanton feels when he and Captain Povey are summoned to the Admiral's office at Admiralty.
Lieutenant Commander Stanton, will you kindly stop hopping up and down on first one foot and then the other? You look like a sparrow that's landed on a hot incinerator.
If I was old fruit, I'd migrate out of this place a bit sharpish, I'll tell you that. Oh, they're a funny lot up here at Admiralty, you know.
Funny lot?
Oh, you heard me, did you? Yes, funny lot, old boots.
Excuse me, but would you be Lieutenant Commander Standoff and Captain Povey?
Well, roughly, old bell-bottomed wife.
Admiral's compliments, gentlemen. And how much perishing longer are you going to keep him waiting? It's time for his 11s.
Keep him waiting? We've been waiting out here for him.
Oh, that often happens. There's a funny lot up here, you know.
Just what I was saying, old trotters, yes. Well, off you go, Povey. I don't think I'll trouble the old boy this morning. No sense in cluttering up his office. You deal with it, I'll wait here. Lovely train ride. I don't want to spoil it, you see. Have a nice chat.
Oh, no, you don't. Come on, Stanton, into the office.
Oh, Lord. Watch it, head. You're going to get bitten off.
May we come in, sir?
No, can't see you now. I'm expecting that idiot Povey.
Oh, good show. Sorry to have troubled you, old brass hat. Lovely place you've got here. Good morning.
Stand fast, Stanton. Admiral, I am Captain Povey.
Yes, that's the chap. He's late, as usual. You might see if he's outside somewhere on your way out.
Good, yes. Yes.
Oh, flying fishhooks. Here's another dog's body.
Stanton, please.
No, hello, Ironbridge. Good man. Povey, Stanton, you're late.
But we've been in here all the time.
You've been having a ginger beer and lime? That sounds pretty filthy tack. And it's no excuse for being late, either.
No, sir, you don't understand. I didn't...
Didn't you? Well, you should have done. Whatever it was. Now then, it's about Trout Bridge.
Yes, Trout, Bridge, yes. That's the problem, yes.
Do stop waffling, Ironbridge. It's these accident reports, you see. We've been...
Yes,
Oh,
accident.
shut up, chatterchops. We've been getting far too many from Troutbridge, and frankly, the last one was a corker.
Yes, I was afraid that one would have torn it.
Yeah, first, they hole an oil tanker and fill the dock with hundreds of gallons of crude oil. Then they overturn a floating crane. Then they drag the Sea Lord's private yacht off her moorings and tip him into the oil.
I'm sure there's an explanation, sir.
After his oil bath, for 3 days, everybody was calling the Sea Lord Al Jolson the Swimming Fool.
Were they really? Yes, there was a resemblance, I remember.
No, it can't go on. Got to be stopped. Yes, stopped. Action, that's what's needed, yes. Deeds, not, no, not words. No words, no.
Go clobber him, somebody.
What sort of action had you in mind, sir?
Oh, hello, Povey. You've arrived at last. Well, sorry, but we started without you. I can't go over it all again, but Rear Admiral Ironbridge and I are coming down to Pompey to see what's wrong with Troutbridge.
I can tell you that, sir.
Yes, we'll have a chat, all right. But the main thing is we both go aboard and inspect the ship thoroughly for ourselves.
Oh, yes, of course. If there's anything I can do to assist, I mean, my entire staff will be at your disposal naturally, sir. Just leave everything to me, sir. Nothing will be too much trouble, sir.
Now, that sort of attitude won't help, Povey. We want your cooperation.
You can't win with this bunch, Povey. Oh, they're a funny lot, you see. Funny lot.
Yes. See you tomorrow, yes. We'll be down to
see what's wrong?
No, to, morrow, yes. Deeds.
Oh, Law, he's off again. Oh, clear off, chaps. See you at Pompey tomorrow.
Yes.
Love to the what's-it and her doodahs. Cheerio.
I don't like it. No. I don't like it one tiny bit. Look, Pertwee regards the whole situation with a walloping dollop of the unfortunate forebodings.
Well, strangely enough, we're not mad about having an admiral and a rear admiral aboard, Chief.
No, apart from everything else, our meals will be ruined.
Our meals? What are you on about?
Well, with Ironbridge at the table, we shall get all that pass.
Yes, pass the, yes. Yes, the salt, yes, the salt.
By the time we find out what he wants, everybody else's hot dinner is going to be stone cold.
But with due respect to your hot dinner, sir, I think you're rather missing the point. Look, this visit from the Hey Brass is not exactly... It's not exactly a social call over an hot cuppa and a wad, you know. Now, they're going to turn this ship and us inside out with their snooping. And that don't suit Pertwee's books at all.
It was news to me that you ever kept any. I thought when it came to accounts, you relied on loss of memory.
Yes, the only books he keeps are the old copies of Girls, Giggles and Garters.
Very funny, says, very lightly and all, but if we're not careful, the only light reading we're going to get is a copy of the Queen's Rules and Regular Certifications.
Quite. And judging by the way you always wriggle out of everything, Chief, I imagine you've already read that several times.
I have, sir. And there's not a laugh in it from start to finish.
What are the Admiral and the Rear Admiral going to do when they come aboard anyway, sir?
Well, apart from tear me off a strip, give you a rocket, and blow up the Chief, I'm not sure. I imagine they'll be conducting some sort of investigation into why we keep banging into things.
A nosy lot. Have you heard any rumors about what they're here for, Chief?
Well, sir, now, strangely enough, sir, and quite by chance...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, a relative of mine up at Admiralty, he happened, strangely enough, and quite by chance, of course...
Of course. Go on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, this relative happened to be passing a certain door up there when, strangely enough and quite by chance, his shoelace came undone.
Oh, how distressing for him.
Exactly, sir. Yeah. Well, naturally, he bent down to do it up. And strangely enough...
And quite by chance.
Precisely. It happened to be the door of the Admiral's office. There, what do you think about that? Well, as he bent down, his ear...
strangely enough, and quite by chance.
Oh, completely. His ear was slap bang up against the keyhole. Just at the time when the Admiral and the Rear Admiral Ambridge were discussing their visit down to us.
I say, what did he hear?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, nothing. His shoelaces come undone there just once too often. And they bung the perishing keyhole up.
The cads.
Quite.
Honestly, it's a bit thick if a chap can't stop to do up his eavesdrop without someone bunging his shoes in his keyhole. I don't think I got that quite right.
No, I'm sure you didn't, but there's no time to juggle with it now. Here come our visitors. Ship's coming in! Ship's coming in! Ha! Not quite the guards, I grant you, but I suppose that's as good as we'll get.
6-4, that was Johnson.
Hang on, sirs, I'll have a look. Yes, yeah, it was. The rest of him is still vibrating.
Pipe the top brass aboard, Chief.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, don't get out of me way, Ironbridge. This way. Oi! Oi, you there!
Oh, me, sir?
Yeah. Who are you whistling at?
I'm whistling your Admiral ships.
Oh, yes, of course, silly of me. Come on, Ironbridge, he's playing our tune.
Yes, I thought I recognized it. Yes. A pretty little piece, yes.
Yeah. Who is? Sense, man, for pity's sake. Yeah, what are all these fools standing around like tailors' dummies for?
Well, it's the crew waiting to welcome you and Rear Admiral Ambridge aboard, sir.
Waiting for me to welcome them from abroad? Oh, you mean they're foreigners, then? Oh, well, I'll do my best. Bonjour to vous from moi. Et from mon mate, Ironbridge, le Admiral derrière.
Oui. Oui. Yes, oui.
No. I mean, yet. That is, you've got it all wrong, sir. This is our ship's company.
Is it really? Well, it takes all sorts, doesn't it?
Chief, will you show the Admiral and Rear Admiral Ambridge to their quarters, and then perhaps you join me in the wardroom?
Oh, certainly, sir. Most can.
I didn't mean you, idiot.
No, he meant these idiots.
Oh!
No. Lummy. Phillips Leslie, Sub-Lieutenant, RN, retired rapidly. I'm not very well, you know.
No, neither am I. Mal de mer. Yes, mer. Yes, that's the trouble. Haven't got my sea legs yet. No, get below, that's the thing. Yes, below.
Ironbridge, what are you going green for?
I don't think he's feeling too good, sir.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised. Well, that's the snag about admiraling, you know. Last time either of us went aboard anything was a couple of years ago.
Really, sir?
No, really. Even then, it was only a quick row around the Serpentine during our lunch break.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that, sir.
I say, it would have been jolly funny if you'd sunk, wouldn't it, sir?
We did.
Well, I've never taken so much water with it in my life. Now, do let's go below. I'm not feeling too well myself. Well, put to sea at once, and as soon as we feel a bit better, we'll start inspecting things.
Yeah, aye, sir.
And for Pete's sake, don't hit anything until we're watching.
No. And if you do, then don't make it the Sea Lord's yacht again, whatever you clout. No.
Well, if we do, we promise not to sing Sonny Boy as we rescue him this time, sir. This way, gents, please.
See you in the wardroom shortly, gentlemen.
Anyone seen any signs of their Admiral ships this morning, sir?
No, Chief. Lummy. They've been below for 4 days now. If we don't get back to Pompey soon, my fiancée will do her carefully calculated nut.
Oh.
Well, hardly. I doubt if Heather's ever had it so good for years. It must be so peaceful.
But I still don't really understand what those two intend to inspect.
Well, everything, I gather. The ship, instruments, crew, officers, the lot.
Well, if they intend to be as thorough with the rest as they have been with their quarters in the wardroom bar, we'll be at sea for years.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what is it, Johnson?
Urgent message from the Admiral, sir.
Oh, are they going to start the inspection?
No, sir, but the gin in the wardroom's run out.
Lummy. Again?
Again, sir.
Stone me. What are they doing with it all?
Well, they're not using it as aftershave lotion, I'll tell you that.
No wonder they can't get their sea legs. With all the wallop they're slinging down, I wonder they can stand up at all.
Last I saw them, they couldn't.
Oh, dear. I take it they won't be starting their inspection tomorrow.
Heather's not going to like this, you know.
Oh, very well, gentlemen. We'd better steam to a bit of sea that looks comfortable for the night, and then hope we get the tests over tomorrow.
Heather's not going to like this, you know.
Oh, do stop harping, Mr. Phillips.
You mean she's not going to be happy?
Exactly.
Oh, belt up, the lot of you.
Well, there's a liberty.
Come in. Ah, Wren Chasen, I wanted a word with you.
Did you, sir? Well, I wanted a few words myself.
Possibly.
And if you want my opinion, it's an outrage. Do you know how long Troutbridge has been at sea now? No, of course you don't. But I can tell you.
Oh, please do.
4 solid weeks. A whole month. That gallant band of men has been out there battling against the elements and fighting the raging fury of old Father Neptune, whence all but he had fled.
Oh, no, here.
I realize that England expects every man to do his duty, but mark those words, sir. Every man, not the same lot all the time. Just how long do you think that my poor betrothed Leslie can go on left hand down a bitting without a respite? Now answer that, sir, if you can.
Well...
Just as I thought. There is no answer. Well, let me tell you this. There aren't that number of Sub-Lieutenant Phillipses in the world.
Oh, I'll grant you that.
So I should think. How would you like to be separated from Mrs. Povey for months on end?
Oh, I'd love it.
I should have known it. I was wasting my time. Nobody cares. Well, I'm not finished yet. I'm going right to the top about this. I'll get action yet. I'll speak to the press. I'll shout it from the housetops. I'll blaze a trail for freedom across the headlines of the world. And if you want me, I'll be in the outer office.
No, just a minute, Wren Chasen. No, come back. I have something.
Oh, that didn't take long, Heather. Did you tell him?
Yes, I rather think I did.
What are you going to do now? Blow up Admiralty?
I'd like to. No, I've got a better idea than that. It's just possible that Leslie isn't doing all he can to get back. So I think I'll blow him up instead.
Oh,
I shall send him a signal.
but you can't do that. Wrens aren't allowed to send personal messages.
You just watch me. This could be my greatest delusion ever. In fact, I think I'll go over to the wireless transmitter room and send it now. I shan't be long.
Hello, sir.
Oh, Judy, is it safe to come out yet?
Oh, yes, sir, it's all right. Heather's gone to the WT room.
What, again? Well, never mind. Yes, you'd better come in and deal with these letters instead.
Well, I suppose we might as well have a bit of the old left hand down a bit.
Yeah, well, it might break the monotony, yes, sir. Left hand down a bit it is, sir.
No sign of our visitors again, I suppose?
Oh, apart from Johnson popping up to get more gin again, no, sir.
Well, I'm afraid our only hope of ever seeing Pompey again is on the day our gin stocks finally run out.
Which, according to my calculated indications, ought to be today, sir.
What? We should have had a lot more aboard than that.
Oh, yes, whoa. Yeah, well, given sufficient time, I'm sure I can account to you for the slight discrepancy of the odd 100 or 2 bottles in a manner which will entirely satisfy me, sir.
All right. Main thing is that the wardroom is nearly dry. If that doesn't help them to get their sea legs, nothing will. Perhaps this is it. Bridge number 1 here.
Lieutenant Bates here, sir. I've just received rather a dodgy signal. It reads, to Sub-Lieutenant Phillips, HMS Troutbridge. Either you return immediately and take me out, or our engagement is off. Signed, Captain Povey.
What? Lummy. Heather must have sold in the ring.
What's the matter, Mr. Phillips? No trouble, I hope?
Oh, no, just that I seem to have got engaged to old Thunderguts.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, I know the path of true love never runs smooth, sir. But this is flaming ridiculous. Has he named the day, sir?
Now, watch it, Chief. Never mind him naming the day. One more, and I think your day will have come. Mr. Phillips does not, in the immortal words of Fatso, look happy.
Well, Drew, I mean, what's it all about, eh? I mean, who would possibly? And another thing, there's no sense. But even if there was, I'm not.
What?
I mean, who else? And more besides, if you think about it, and I intend to.
You're right.
So they could put that in their funnel and puff it. Yeah. Imagine it, because somebody's at the bottom, and yes. I'm not going to a fine old dance just to please Victor Sylvester.
Quite right, sir. Quite right.
There comes a time when a chap who's decent has to be a decent chap.
Yes, well, we know Mr. Phillips.
What?
Mr. Phillips,
and has to put his best feet back.
Mr. Phillips.
And go and... What?
Mr. Phillips. What are you talking about?
I haven't the faintest idea.
It's quite simple. Obviously, Heather sent that signal and had to sign it Povey in order to get it sent.
What? Oh, jolly clever, the little woman, eh? What a splendid idea.
Yeah, quite. But you won't forget what she said, will you?
Yeah, it's all right. Not to worry, sir. I think 2 answers to a maiden's prayers are finally coming up on the bridge. Their Admiral ships are here, sir.
Yes, so they are. The wardroom must have run out of gin at last. Well, watch it, gentlemen, and good luck.
Oh, do stop cluttering up the place, Ironbridge. Out of my way, for Pete's sake.
Oh, yes, of course. Beg pardon. Yes, done. Yes. By George, yes, 1,000 of the blighters, I'm sure. Yes.
Welcome to the bridge, gentlemen. Are you going to inspect the ship?
No, we've done that. At least the important part, and it's run out of gin. Must get back at once. We'll carry out sea trials on the way.
Oh, very good, sir. We're ready as soon as you say the word.
Ah, yes, words. That's what's needed today. Words, yes, words.
Oh, Lord, he's off again.
Yes, and of course, deeds. Yes, deeds. We mustn't, mustn't forget deeds. No.
Oh, punch him up the bracket, one of you. You'll never stop him any other way.
No, never stop me any other.
Oh, get this blasted ship back to Pompey, for heaven's sake.
Aye, sir. Which way is it from here?
Oh, blimey, that's done it.
I'll say it has. Ironbridge will want to navigate now.
Oh, yes, by all means. Yes. We'll watch points at same time. Yes. Off we go. Yes, left. Left.
Left hand?
Yes, left hand down. Yes, up. No, down. Yes, a bit. Yes, right. Yes, left hand. Yes, left hand. Up. No, down. Yes, a bit. It is. Sir.
Oh, I'm going below. Wake me up when you're Pompey, somebody.
Steady, yes, at that. Steady, yes, at that. It is, sir.
There's a funny thing, Mr. Phillips. No matter who comes aboard us to carry out tests, they all seem to navigate the same way.
And why not, sir? Is there any other way?
Well, I've heard rumors that there might be. Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir.
Oh, what is it, Goldstein? Sorry, pardon. What is it, leading Seaman Goldstein?
That's better. Dockyard entrance ahead, sir. Only at the moment it's more of an exit, really. There's an oil tanker coming out. Although why anybody should want all that filthy stuff beats me. When it comes to burning, you can't beat coal.
Yes,
Always
yes.
provided
very
it's
likely,
Welsh
Ghost, there's-
coal, of course. None of your open cast rubbish.
Full, yes, full ahead, Bo. Full ahead, both it is.
No, just a minute, sir. Goldstein says there's a
What
tanker.
could be nicer than having your grate going full blast on Welsh nuts?
Goldstein,
Makes
how
lovely
near are we
toast,
to...
too, sir.
I say, that's the tanker we back.
Everybody down! Yes, yes, every... Down!
Serve 'em right.
Right hand, yes.
No, left hand, no, sir.
No, left hand. No, left hand up. Yes, down,
There's
no,
the floating
out.
crane
Where?
again. Over on its side.
Lummy, how did that happen?
Oh, top heavy. That's the trouble. Yes, top heavy. By George, I'm enjoying this. Reminds me of the time when old Grumpy Clubsaw and I were before the mast. Yes, the mast.
Sir! Guess whose yacht is ahead, sir?
Just a minute. Andridge is chatting, yes. The mast, yes, in 1900 and...
Sir, the Sea Lord's yacht.
Oh, well, of course, if you're not interested. No, not, interested. I shan't, no, I shan't.
And over she goes again. Straight in the perishing oil.
What? I say, and who's that swimming on a day like this, eh?
Oil Johnson.
What? Oh, yes, yes, so it is, yes. Ahoy! Yes, ahoy there! When? Yes, when there are grey skies. Yes, I don't, no, don't mind those grey skies. No, I'll still be with you, Sonny. Yes, Sonny boy. Yes.
So the Wanderers have finally returned.
It's jolly nice to see you around again.
Yeah, very likely. But if that Admiral ship's report is anything like I think it will be, you won't be seeing us around for long.
You're not in here, are you? Well, come in. I haven't got all day, you know. Well, gentlemen, I've had a copy of the report on the recent inspection.
Now, we can explain.
Given time.
Say about 6 months.
Or so.
Explain. Explain what?
Well, the
report completely exonerates you.
I knew it was too good to last.
Chief, exonerate means we're in the clear.
It does. I never doubted it for a minute, sir.
But I don't understand.
Well, that's hardly a novelty. But on this occasion, neither do I.
I certainly don't. The report recommends that all oil tankers should be reinforced or fitted with old tires so that frigates can bounce off them. Cranes should be modified so they can haul themselves out of the water. And the Sea Lord's yacht should either have an outboard motor or be moved to a pond.
Oh, yes, I agree with all that. I mean, a fair summing up of the position, I would say. Of course, the rear Admiral Ironbridge's navigating wasn't really up to my own,
Mr. Phillips, come out of the rain.
Leave well alone, sir. We're in the clear.
Not quite, gentlemen. There is one other matter.
Oh, well, it's nice while it lasted.
Wasn't it? I've had intelligence on the phone this morning, and they're very worried.
Worried, sir?
Worried. They can't break the code, you see, and I'm under suspicion as a spy.
Spy? Code? What code are you talking about?
The code of a certain signal that was sent to my office and was picked up by them as well. It read, to Captain Povey, Portsmouth. See you soon, darling. Longing to shower you with love and kisses, yours, Lesliekins.
Oh, lummy.
Precisely. Intelligence thinks that shower you with love and kisses means drop high explosive in incendiaries. And I've spent all the morning...
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. I mean, it was your fault for breaking off our engagement. No, I mean, we had a date. Well, no, not me, but you and Heather. No, me and Mrs. Povey. No, I can explain, Poveykins. Captain Portsmouth.
No, shh. Yes,
you see, Bakesy was on the other line.
Yes.
Then the gin ran out.
Yes.
That was the next day.
The next
wasn't
day,
it?
that's it.
Anyway, where should we go tonight, darling?
What?
Out, the lot of you! I can't stand it. I'll sort this out myself.
And that was John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number 1. Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Heather was Heather Chasen, Judy was Judy Cornwell, the Admiral was Teniel Evans, Rear Admiral Ironbridge was Michael Bates, and Able Seaman Johnson was played by Ronnie Barker. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee. Once again, the captain and crew of HMS Troutbridge are completely in the muck. In Captain Povey's outer office, they eagerly await the call to his inner sanctum. Fearless, firm, determined, clear-eyed, resolute they stand, wondering which one will nip out the back way when the others aren't watching. My bet is that it'll be Lieutenant Commander Staunton. How the others ever got him as far as the outer office is a mystery.
Yes. Well, if you chaps like to hang on here, I shan't be long. I've just remembered it's time to change the water for me bait, you see. Oh, I can't leave the little chaps swimming around in the foggy sludge, can I? Oh, they'll lose their way and bash their heads on the side of me jam jar, you know.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
Still, let's look on the bright side, eh? What?
Yeah, well, that's a bit tricky when you're flopping about in foggy sludge, isn't it, sir?
No, I meant having to come here does mean that Leslie can chat his fiancée, doesn't it, eh?
I was wondering when you'd think about that, darling.
Did you? Yes? Well, now then, yes, how are you? Dear.
Stone me. How's that for passionate love with a lid off?
This'll be it. Hello, sir.
I suppose it's asking too much, but that load of idiots from Troutbridge haven't turned up yet, have they?
Yes, sir. All the idiots are here.
Do you mind?
Wonders will never cease. Send them in, please.
Aye, sir. When?
Steady, Henry. Now.
Okay.
You know, Judy, in the nicest possible way, I think it would be safer if I took Captain Povey's calls.
Well, you can't take him for a bit, because we've got a lot to talk about.
But he's waiting for you.
Well, let him wait. Now, darling, what's happening this evening?
Mr. Phillips, you're wanted. Come along, Noddy.
I'm just coming, old big ears. Oh, him you mean.
Come in, gentlemen, come in. Close the door after you. Now then, gentlemen, this matter is to be treated as top secret. Troutbridge is to have some modifications carried out on her immediately. You're to sail to Rosyth tomorrow morning. If Sub-Lieutenant Phillips knows where... Well, where is the fool?
Oh, blimey. Well, last scene he was sort of chatting his fancy ever, sir.
Oh, he was he? Excuse me a minute, gentlemen.
Leslie, really? Now, that'll be quite enough of that.
It most certainly will.
Do you mind, my fiancé? Lummy. It's you, darling.
And about time to win here.
Rather, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. At once, sir. Sorry, pardon.
Well, as I was saying, you are to proceed to Scotland. And it might help if Mr. Phillips could try to take the right chance with him for once.
You leave it to me, sir.
Yes, I always have in the past, and that's why we're trying to guard against it this time. Well, that's about all, gentlemen.
There is just one thing, sir. We're going to need time to refuel.
Oh, no, you're not. You should have sufficient fuel for that trip, even allowing for navigational errors. Besides, if you go into the dockyard with any to spare, you'll only flog it to a local firm.
Yeah, exactly, sir. That's why I want to refuel now. No, the fair name of Pertwee is besmirched.
Possibly. But the fuel oil of Povey's isn't going to be besnitched.
Oh, very droll, sir.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness, Henry comes out with them at times, you know.
Yes, he wants to put them back again, a bit sharpish.
Get back to your ship and make ready to cast off tomorrow morning.
Morning, Chief. Seen Lieutenant Commander Staunton around yet?
Yes, sir. He's just come aboard, sir. He said he hoped he hadn't kept us waiting, but he had to pop out to do a bit of shopping.
Shopping? Oh, law, more fishing tackle, I suppose.
Yes, that's right, old grape shot, yes. A lightweight stainless steel fishing rod. Beautiful piece of work. Got it special, you know.
Especially for what, sir?
Well, for the salmon, of course. We are still going salmon fishing, aren't we? Well, let's get underway then.
Well, we can't just yet, sir. Mr. Phillips, he's still on the dockside, sir.
What? Why isn't he aboard?
Well, I think he and his bespoke are having a sailor's farewell, sir. Last seen, plunkers on the chops were flying about immoderate, sir.
Where are they? Right, we'll soon put a stop to this. Give me the loud hailer. Now then, where is he? Oh, good heavens, they're still at it.
Oh, but a lovely technique, sir. I mean, look at that, sir. Look at it. Look at that lovely Montgomery Clift hole. All right, look. Here, I said, look now. Yes. Now he's switched to the Marlon Brando now. All right, now he's in the Flying Mare. And the half Nelson, sir. But now, she's countered that with a beautiful forearm smash.
Ooh.
Oh, sir, now there.
Quiet, Chief. Yes. Ahoy there, Mr. Phillips. Why, Valentino. What is it, huh? Come aboard at once. We're ready to sail.
Right-ho, shan't be long.
Did you hear that? Right-ho, shan't be long. I'm not holding up a frigate for him to snog.
Well, I wouldn't interrupt him again, sir. He can be very touchy at times.
So can I.
Mr. Phillips! Now, what is it now?
It's a court-martial if you don't obey orders.
Oh, very funny, sir.
Mr. Phillips, I am not being very funny. Get aboard.
Lummy, he means it.
You must go, darling.
But he can't talk to me like that.
Oh, Leslie, hurry up.
Yes, but I mean...
Move, darling, move. And don't forget to write.
Oh, well, all right. All right, darling. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Yes, goodbye, darling.
Don't forget to write.
No.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Touching, innit?
Yes, very. Still, at least he's halfway up the gangplank.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Oh, blimey, they're off again.
We could let go of the gangplank and drop him in, I suppose. That might damp his ardor a bit.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, darling.
Let go, gangplank.
Let go, gang blankety, sir.
Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, yeah!
Murderers, you'll shrink his little suit. Don't you cut their beastly line, darling. Swim on. Swim
Left hand, bother it. Down a bit.
Left hand! Bother it down a bit, it is, sir.
Odd, you know. I should have thought we should have been there by now. After all, we have been at sea for 3 days. I said I thought we...
Steady. At that, Chief.
Steady! At that, it is.
You're not still sulking, are you? I said...
Yes, sir.
Oh. Well, see if I care. But don't bring Leslie. It's been a funny old day, hasn't it?
Right hand up, Chief.
Right hand up it is, sir.
Oh, but surely that'll take us away from Scotland.
Steady.
At that, Chief.
Steady. At that it is, sir.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Mr. Phillips, where are we?
At sea. Sir.
I know that, but which bit?
The north bit. If you must know. Sir.
The north... Are you sure? I mean, I know the North Sea can be pretty cold at times, but this is blooming perishing.
He's right, you know, Mr. Phillips. There's more than a slight nip in the air, you know. Pertwee's news and twos is through.
I've been navigating according to my charts, and if you're not satisfied, why don't you ask that Scottish fisherman in his rowing boat over to starboard?
Chief, give that chap a shout, will you?
What was it? Ahoy there, Scottish fishermen! Where are we this braw bricht moonlicht? Stay!
Ach, jägern, das Flammebom. Was ist dein Question? Dein Ja?
Stone me, chest our luck. A Geordie.
No, I don't think so, Chief. I'll try this time. Ahoy there!
Ja?
Thank you. Where are we, please? Where is this bitten of water?
I didn't know you spoke foreign, sir. Why, Chief, right?
Ach, jägern, das Flammebom, nein. Hier ist ein Baltic. Wir ernähren die Küsten des Schweden. Oh ja!
Oh, no.
Oh ja!
Sweden? Mr. Phillips, what have you done?
Dropped one.
I mean, give me those charts. Now, what on earth did... These charts aren't for Scotland, they're for Gotland.
Well, they're jolly accurate. That island on the horizon must be Gotland, and that land over there must be Sweden. By George, I'm jolly proud of Leslie. Just by reading those charts, I got us here. Oh, well done.
No, agreed, sir. Only how are we going to get back?
Well, it's simple. Turn the charts upside down and steer backwards.
That's not quite what I meant, sir. I was thinking about fuel, sir.
Fuel?
Imperial. That what we not got a lot of. Yeah, what we not got the lot what we should have got because some clock said we hadn't got a lot of what? No, what we ain't got a lot of what of? What we ain't? A lot of help. I can't find the way out.
All right, steady down. Chief, assuming we are off Gotland, how much fuel do you think we have left?
Well, so... Easy, sir. None.
Here, I say. We stopped. My word, Mr. Phillips, you catch on quickly at times, don't you? Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout, lead in Seaman Goldstein, chucked in, sir. What's up?
What's up?
Yes, sir. Why have we stopped?
Oh, well, we've run out of oil.
Really? Serve their lordships right for not using good Welsh coal instead.
Hello, Goldstein.
Oh, you've had that, sir. Once he gets in one about Home Rule or Happy Hastedfords, he switches off and he goes all cloth ears on you.
Yes, I had noticed. Well, gentlemen, it would seem that thanks to a certain party on this bridge, we're stuck. Aren't we, Mr. Phillips? Frankly, after all this time, I imagine Captain Povey must be wondering where we've got to.
Yes, and probably everybody else from their rollicking lordships downwards by now.
Well, I suppose we could send them a signal.
Eh? Oh, hardly, sir. At the moment, they're only wondering. A few of those nasty little dardit. They'll flipping well know we're in the muck again.
Yes. This wants thinking about for a bit.
Morning, Heather. Any news yet?
Not a peep from anywhere. Just that the navies of the world are searching for them, that's all.
Well, a fortnight is rather a long time to Scotland, I suppose.
Not when my fiancé is navigating. He always goes the prettier route. By now, he's probably got Troutbridge up some backwater of the Amazon and can't turn round.
Oh, hardly.
What do you mean, hardly? He's done it before. Mind you, I am getting a bit worried.
So is everyone else. If only they'd send a signal.
Judy, dear, whenever they drop a monumental clangor like this, they never send a signal. They always hope that nobody's noticed there's a frigate missing from the garage.
Well?
Yes, thank you, sir, very.
No, good. I meant, well, has anybody heard anything?
No, not so far, sir. Oh, perhaps this is something. It might be good news. Hello? Captain Povey's office?
This is the Admiral. Put the old fool on, quick.
Oh, very good, sir.
Hello, sir. Captain Povey at this end.
Captain Povey's bust his big end. Well, I'm not surprised the way he shouts down the blower. Oh, never mind, you'll do. What's your name?
Povey, sir.
Povey, is it? Oh, well, I've got some bad news for you. Your brother's bust his big end.
No, he hasn't, sir. It was me that bust my big end.
Oh, do let a chap get a word in, Povey. Have you seen the papers this morning?
Well, not exactly, sir. You see, my wife only lets me read yesterday's when I'm lighting my little boiler, so I'm always...
Will you stop filling my lug hole with a lot of old madam about your relatives, Povey? Creeping ivy, we've got a ship missing. And you waffle on about your brother's big end and your wife's little boiler.
No, sir, it was...
Povey, they've got him.
Who has? Yeah, I mean, got what, sir?
Oh, you read about it, did you? Bit much, isn't it?
What is, sir?
Why, all these Iron Curtain countries claiming Troutbridge has surrendered to them, of course.
What? They can't have it. It's impossible. I don't believe it. They wouldn't. They couldn't. I just don't know what to say.
Well, I must say you're taking it jolly calmly, Povey.
What do you want me to do?
Do? Well, get 'em back, of course. Troutbridge must be returned to base at all costs. Rear Admiral Arnbridge and I signed for her years ago. If we don't get her back, bang goes our pension.
Yeah, quite, sir, quite.
And yours. Well, that's it, Povey. Look after your big end. There's some treacherous weather about, you know.
Oh, thank you, sir. It wasn't mine, sir. It was... No, hello.
In another day or two, the food will run out. And then in another day or two, the water will run out. And then in another day or two...
You're all right, Chief. We all realize that we can't stay here forever.
Oh, I could hold on up. Oh, yes. Wonderful spot for fishing, this is. I'm going to try my new rod out in a minute. Not that it will do any good, of course. Well, you've got to keep trying, haven't you? Well, you may not have to, but I do. Good morning.
You know, I've been thinking about this, and, well, frankly, I do rather feel I owe you chaps an apology. No, seriously, I do, you know.
No, we must take some action. I'm going to get Mr. Bates to send a signal.
Batesy here. Who wants him and what's up?
Number 1 here, and I do wish everybody wouldn't say what's up whenever I buzz at them.
Oh, sorry, pardon now, man.
Granted. Batesy, we shall have to admit defeat. Send a signal to Captain Povey giving our position and tell him we've run out of fuel, will you?
Well, I will if you like, but I rather think it'll start something rather nasty.
I'm blimey sure it will.
Never mind, I'll do my best. Unfortunately, we've got a bit of trouble with the transmitter this morning. I haven't traced it yet, but it looks as if we might have a short somewhere. Leave it to Batesy anyway. I'll try to start sending straight away.
Good man. What the blazes?
Sammy, what are all those flashes?
Oh, let go, you brute. Oh, it's hot.
Oh, blimey. Now we know what Batesy's short was. It's the captain's steel fishing rod touching the radio mark.
Oh, stop it, I say. Oh, pins and needles. Oh, let go, you bounder. You're melting it. Oh, give over. Oh, me poor little puddies. All right, who did it? Come on, own up. Who blew up me fishing rod?
Well, sir, it was, excuse me, bridge number 1 here.
Bates here. Who did it? Who blew up my transmitter?
Well, it was
Oh, it was him, was it? Wait till I get my hands on him. I'll have Batesy for bait.
I gave our position and got as far as have run out of fuel when the floggle toggle blew up and everywhere got rather warm.
Well, can you repair it?
Give it a couple of years or so, certainly a man.
Oh, well, I'll see you later about that.
Oh, sir, that was a good idea while it lasted. Now, if I may make so bold.
Oh, please do.
Thank you very much, sir. Miss Ken. There's a full tank of fuel in a seaboat, sir, and I reckon at an economical speed we might just make Stockholm in it, sir. It's a Swedish naval dockyard, sir, and, well, we could get them to send out a tanker to refuel us.
Well, why on earth didn't you suggest this before?
Well, I like it here. It was peaceful.
Oh, really? I suppose Admiralty won't mind us buying fuel like this.
If we play it my way, sir, they'll never know. If we do a slight repaint job on the launch, well, we should get the fuel for free.
What on earth do you mean?
Well, a slight alteration to the name, sir. I mean, if we made it read, Troutenbridgen. The blokes in the Stockholm dockyard would think we'd have printed it from the Swedish Navy and give us all the fuel without arguing. If their paperwork's anything like ours, we'll all be on a pension before they tell me they haven't got a ship.
All right, then, we'll try it. Get working on it at once. Sven Pertwee.
Captain Povey's office.
Merivale here, Director of Naval Expenditures. Captain Povey there, please.
Oh, yes, sir. He works here.
A moot point, but you could be right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, you could be right. Bung him on, would you?
Aye, aye, sir.
Hello, Captain Povey here.
Great news, Povey. I've had intelligence on the phone, and Troutbridge has escaped.
What?
First, we picked up a signal which said, have run. Then their transmitter failed. At first, we thought it was to say, have run away, but obviously it would have been have run the gauntlet because they've been sighted headed back. My word, the relief. It was a frigate like that, and my books would have gone for a right burden.
Oh, this is wonderful news. Thank goodness they're safe.
Their lordships' words exactly. Povey, they should be docking in Pompey tomorrow. The Admiral and Rear Admiral Ironbridge are coming down to give them an official welcome. It's to be a big do, yes, a big do.
Oh, of course.
Flags, bunting, press, high tea with the Lord Mayor, the works. No expenses to be spared, and you don't know how it hurts me to say that.
Yeah. Leave it to me, sir.
I was going to, yes. Right, get working on it, Povey. A big do, that's what we want, a big do. They've suffered, those men. By George, yes, they must have suffered. Magnificent show getting back under their own steam like this makes a man proud.
Quite, sir. Under their own... Wait a minute, sir. That's odd. They only had enough fuel to get to Rosyth. How have they been behind the Iron Curtain and back?
How should I know, old man? Perhaps they rode the Perisher. Can't stop now. Just get the reception laid on, Povey. A big do, mind, a big do.
Aye, aye, sir.
Left hand down a bit.
Left hand down a bit, it is, sir.
Easy now. Easy.
Don't hit the dock this time, for heaven's sake, Mr. Phillips. There are far too many witnesses.
Yes. Odd, isn't it? Must be Carnival Day or something.
I'm afraid it isn't, sir. And I'm afraid I also know what it's for, sir. Us.
What?
Yes. Fatso is one of them canny transistor-imified wirelesses. Yeah, and everybody seems to think we've been behind the Iron Curtain and escaped.
Oh, good heavens. You mean all this racket is for us?
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, sir. Yes.
Lummy. I don't think I feel very well.
Oh, yes, you do, sir. Yes, you feel marvellous, sir. We're in the clear, sir.
Well, we're in the something, anyway.
Don't you see, sir? As long as we don't deny anything, we'll be a load of gallant gents and high-class heroes.
Oh, dear. Well, having snitched all that fuel from Sweden, I suppose we may as well go on.
Of course, of course. Dockside coming up, Mr. Phillips.
What? Oh, right. No, left.
No, left it is, sir.
Steady at that.
Steady that it is, sir.
Back a bit.
Back a bit it is, sir.
Sliver into neutral. Mind the Admiral and whoa!
Whoa, it is, sir! Whoa! Tie up! Hold it up!
I did it! I docked without hitting anything. I am proud of Leslie. Land of hope and
Yes. All right. Quick, gentlemen, let's get ashore and see if we can talk our way out of this little lot. We're keeping the Admiral and the rest of the top brass waiting.
Right after you, sir.
This way.
Oh, do get out of my way, Ironbridge. Are these the idiots now?
Yes. See, yes, sir, the conquering heroes. Yes, sir.
Oh,
heroes.
shut up, you old fool.
Good afternoon, sir. Sorry we're late.
Who's me mate? Oh, it's Ironbridge, but never mind about him. Oh, this is a grand show. The nation's proud of you.
Excuse me. Sorry, pardon, all right. Leslie, darling, you're all right.
Yes. You're not so bad yourself. Hello, darling.
Oh, hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hello, darling.
Oh, blimey, now they're all for gain as well.
Oh, yes. So they are. Yes, my word. Half Nelson. Yes. And now the Marlon Brando. Yes.
Stop it at once.
Do you mind? We've only just started.
Dump up one. What the blazes have been going on? Where on earth have you been? I've got a bill for hundreds of gallons of fuel from the Swedish Navy. These fools nicked it all.
We can explain.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, gentlemen.
No, we were nowhere near there at the time, and if we were, it was some other ship.
It was not.
Yes, called Trapbridgen, from the film of the same name. There was this wooden horse, you see.
And on this auspicious occasion.
Hello, darling.
Oh, watch her.
Never in the field of you. You're not so many men.
No, for pity's sake, I'm sending it to Merivale. He can sort the blasted thing out.
And that was Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray and John Pertwee working their passage in The Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman.
The show was produced by Alistair Scott Johnston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present The Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Stephen Murray, John Pertwee and Leslie Phillips. What could be nicer than spending a quiet evening at home with the wife? Well, if you're Captain Povey and you've copped a wife like Ramona, I imagine almost anything would be nicer. But still, Henry has no choice. And now that he's finished his high tea of cocoa and rissoles, Mrs. Povey is all set to tell him what's for afters in the shape of housework.
Henry Povey,
Yes, my love.
permission to get down from the table.
Oh, thank you, my love. It was a lovely din-dins, my love. Was that the last of them?
Henry Povey, just what did you mean by that remark?
Well, I've had rissoles every night for nearly 10 days now, and I just wondered if I could have a change.
Very well, tomorrow Henry shall have frozen fish cakes.
Oh, Lord. I mean, that would be lovely, but could we warm them through a bit this time? Straight out of the packet, they're so hard.
Gas costs money, Henry. You'll just have to dunk them in your hot cocoa.
Yes, I never thought of doing that. No, clever Ramona.
Good boy. Now then, what are you doing this evening?
Well, I was going to...
No, you're not.
Well, but my love, there's one of those instructive programs on the telly with David Attenborough in it.
Is there? Well, that's out for a start. I'm not having you goggling and a lot of native ladies sitting outside their mud huts bashing their ornaments about. Henry Povey, wipe that smirk off your face. And the thought behind it. Now then, after washing up your knife and fork and your little tin plate, you can give Ramona a hand with the mangling.
Oh, can I, my love?
You can, but no playing games with it. I'm not having my smalls whizzing through it at 40 miles an hour just because you're after the record. You'll start cranking when I give the signal.
Very well, my... Oh, dear. Oh, good grief.
Language, Henry, language.
Sorry, pardon, my love, but I've just remembered something awful. Just before I left my office tonight, a signal arrived from the Admiral, and I forgot to read it.
A likely story. You played this trick before.
But it isn't a trick, my love. I did forget to read the signal.
Any more of this, and you won't get your frozen fish cake tomorrow. I suppose the next thing is that one of your little sailor friends will have been told to ring up and say you're wanted urgently. Well, it won't wash this time.
But, my love...
Just as I thought. Stand aside, Ramona will answer. Start chatting, Ramona's listening.
What? Hello, is Povey there? This is the Admiral.
Is it? Well, this is the Queen of Sheba.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry to trouble you, Your Majesty, but... bung that old fool Povey on the blower, will you?
I shall do nothing of the sort. The very idea. I'm not being a party to this nonsense. I don't know who you are, but it won't work this time.
Well, thanks, jolly civil of you. My regards to the King and all the other Shebans.
Who is it, my love?
I intend to find out. It's one of your little friends, calling himself the Admiral, of course.
Oh, no. Ramona, it is the Admiral.
Oh, rubbish. However, I don't intend to waste my time. Here, take the telephone and get rid of him and report to the mangle in 2 minutes.
Yes, my love, yes. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting, my love.
Hey?
Yeah, I mean, sir.
Hello, is that you, Povey? I say, you're coming up in the world, aren't you?
Pardon?
Entertaining foreign royalty in your semi-detached, eh? I say, you might have told a chap I'd have popped down and chatted to myself.
I don't know what you're talking
Povey,
about.
have you sent him yet?
Sent him? Sent who?
Troutbridge, of course. You got my signal, I suppose.
Oh, yes, sir, but...
Oh, pity. It must have arrived after you'd gone to meet Her Majesty. It's Sir Frederick and Lady Flatley, you see.
Our ambassador to Pataniland, sir?
No, our ambassador to Pataniland. Troutbridge is to sail out there at once and bring him and the family back. Right, that's it. Got to get back to me digs.
Your digs?
No, me digs. My landlady's giving me rissoles tonight. Once they go off the boil, they're like blasted concrete. Goodbye.
This way, please, most honourable and top-oiled floating British Royal Naval, all trained and in spanking condition with gentlemen and flashy friends. Fine and magnificent welcomes again to Pataniland's truly splendid but tatty and dilapidated government house and leaky garage.
Oh, delighted.
Charmed. Baffled. One splendid moment why I, my good self, and me trot off and inform Pataniland's esteemed and chatty British ambassador that his old steaming bon voyage and toodaloo floating taxi is here. And I shall inform the esteemed and chatty British ambassador's jazzy bit of maidservant, the delectable Miss Ackett, of similar Alvarle Dell reading it great news. In a splendid loud voice. By all means. And in the meantime, bung ho. Bung ho. And one more. Shall we? Let's. Bung ho.
Oh, and many bung-hos to you. We'll wait here.
Course, don't me. They don't half carry on out here, don't they? No, it's like listening to a cross between Rear Admiral Ambridge and Taffy Goldstein.
Well, they're right about one thing, though. We are a blooming floating taxi. If we're not carting Sir Willoughby Todd Hunter Brown and his wife about, is this bloke Sir Frederick Flatley and his lot?
Yes, and not so much as a threatening tip from any of them.
Well, there certainly won't be anything doing this time, Chief. Sir Fred is a self-made man and hanging onto his brass like a doorknob.
Yeah. Or a Pertwee.
Now, all is still in the clerical on shore, sir.
Well, cheer up, Chief. With any luck at all, Sir Fred might give you a free sample of one of his factory's Bakelite buttons.
Oh, lovely. Then I'll have a pair. He gave me one when we brought him out here. All I want now is a couple of Bakelite buttonholes to go with them, and I'll have bingo.
Now, watch it. Here he is.
Come on, Alice. Come on, dude. Oh, how do, lads? Nice to see you again. You brought your little boat with you, of course.
We thought we'd give it a little outing, sir.
Hey, good man. I've just heard from my fellow directors that there's a strike threat flying about.
Imagine it. A strike of Flatley's Bakelite buttons. I mean, it just doesn't bear thinking about, does it? I mean, after all, Sir Flatley's done for them and all. A wonderful man for his men, Sir Flatley. He gives every Bakelite button maker a pension at the age of 95, you know.
Ah, exactly. Right, then we'd best be getting aboard. Where have you parked your little boat?
In the water.
Yes, it seemed the easiest place to leave it.
Excuse me, and 100,000 big pardons to silly you and all assembled shower. One signal of great urgency just received. By wireless and us. From top of the class, 21-gun salute, admirable view of Big Ben Gent. To a splendid and magnificent officer in charge of gloriously tatty old frigate Troutbridge.
Without view of Big Ben.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think it's a rocket for you, sir.
Yes, so I gathered. Let's have a look. Ooh, good gracious.
I say, that's tricky.
Well, what's that then?
It could be jolly nasty.
Yes, jolly nasty.
What could, sir?
Don't like the sound of that tawny.
No, neither do I.
What's going on, sir?
Just our luck, of course.
Honestly, you think we were the only frigate they got, didn't you?
Woo! What's it say, sir?
We'll have to go, of course.
I suppose so.
Sir.
No choice.
No, not at all.
Sir.
I don't like it, though.
Nor me.
Oh, sir!
Pertwee! Pertwee, don't interrupt.
Well,
what?
Well, nobody hasn't told Povey what's on that bit of paper. It's not fair. Well, I want to know. Well, all right. What is it?
It's writing.
That's not what I meant. You know perfectly well. That's not what I meant at all.
Well, I suppose we'll have to tell him, Mr. Phillips.
Afraid so, sir.
He's not going to like it.
No, I don't suppose he is.
Still, there's nothing for it.
Yes, well, he'll have to know sometime.
Patience, Chief, patience. Now, it seems that a British whaler has been caught fishing inside the limits of Trinnygood.
Where?
Yeah, my reaction exactly. But I think it's in this area somewhere. Anyway, they've been caught by the Trinnygood authorities, and she's been fired at by a Trinnygood destroyer.
Oh, blimey. What did the whaler do? Chuck blubber bombs back at them?
Yeah, probably. But we're to investigate the position on our way back. Sir Fred, I don't think this will delay us very much, but we'll have to sort it out.
Well, it better not. I've got a strike on my hands, you know, and at Flatley's, time's money. Yes, time's brass.
We better get underway and see what can be done to stop the Trinnygoodans taking pot shots at the fishermen of England.
Well, as long as they don't take them at Chief Petty Officers of England, I'm not bothered.
Oh,
come on.
Right.
Left hand down a bit. Oh, and as it's getting a bit dark, bung the side lights on.
Left hand down a bit and bung the side lights on it is.
How much longer before we're off Trinnygood, Mr. Phillips?
Well, we're pointing the right way. I mean, what more do you want? Trinnygood is due west, and the compass... Hey, Lummy, what's it doing?
It's nut.
Yeah, but look, due east, now due south, west, due south again, east, north, now southeast.
Well, yeah, what's it playing at?
Well, perhaps it wants winding up.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, I meant... You know, sir, you'd get anybody going, you would. Gyro compass on the blink and furthermore at it in a big way, Mr. Murray, sir.
Well, use standard magnetic at once, Chief.
Oh, I said, using... Oh, sorry, pardon, and think again, sir, we've had that perisher as well.
What? Well, that can't be wrong as well, surely.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, sir. You'll recall that we took Lady Toddhunter Brown for a little trip recently.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, the wardroom gin took a right bashing as a direct result.
Yeah? Well, what's that got... She couldn't have done.
Not only could, but did, sir. After the gin ran out, she had a snort full of the alcohol out of the compass as a chaser.
You mean she actually drank the lot?
Yeah, she did.
Lummy, no wonder she always pointed due north.
Mr. Phillips, as we no longer have a compass, how about a tiny bit of the old stop engines?
No, that won't be necessary, sir. I'll navigate by the stars.
You're what, sir?
I'll navigate by the stars.
Abandon ship!
Now, quiet, Chief. I agree with you, but let's reason with him first.
Now, turn left of Jupiter and steady on Mars.
Mr. Phillips. Mr. Phillips, you don't know what you...
nip down the plough and take the third on the right.
Mr. Phillips, Stop engines!
Oh, very well, if that's the attitude. Stop engines. And park by Venus.
Ooh! Oh, lovely. Stop engines it is, sir.
Excuse me putting in, lads, but while you're waiting for traffic lights or whatever it is, I wanted a bit of a chat.
I'm sorry, sir, but we are a bit busy just now.
Yes, sir. Time's money and all that, you know.
It is that. Hey, there's not wrong, is there?
Oh, no, sir. No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Just that both our compasses is up the spout, that's all.
Oh, well, you can always navigate by the stars, can't you?
Exactly, Sir Flatley. Yes, exactly. That's what I was doing, you know. My very words, navigate by the stars. I said, aim off Mercury, a sharp left hand around Pluto, a quick belt along the Milky Way, and we'd be there. Leslie knows what he's doing.
Yeah, possibly, Mr. Phillips, but I don't feel that is a risk that either their lordships or I would care to take.
Well, we can't sit here, you know. I want action. A great big boat like this. You should have a couple of dozen compasses on the bridge.
Yeah, very likely, sir. But if we did, there wouldn't be enough room for anyone to read the parishes.
Wait a minute, I know the answer. Is there no chance of getting this gear of yours repaired?
Well, I was just about to ring down for Mr. Bates to come up and give us an estimate.
Oh, well, don't bother him just now. He's in the WT room. I've got him to send a signal through Admiralty to my works. I'm offering them another penny an hour, you know.
But you can't use our transmitter for that sort of message.
Up and I can't, but up and I have, lad. So if you want to do out about it, you better grow a pair of wings and flutter off after all them did-ar-did-ar-did-did-ars Bates sent before they get there.
All right, off you go, Mr. Phillips, sir.
Right, don't you worry. I'll catch those did-ar-did... very funny. I don't even know which way they went.
It's which way we go we're worried about now.
Oh, leave that to me. I've got the answer in my case of samples down below. Flatley buttons with little compasses in them. We made them for the paratroop lads. You unscrewed the front of your Flatley button, and inside's a compass.
Oh, I've heard about them.
Oh, rather. I remember seeing one of those in a picture once. There were these chaps, you see, and they built a wooden horse. Yes, it was a wooden horse out of wood, you know. And then they got some other wood from some woods.
Stone me, Mr. Phillips, sir. Haven't you ever seen any other film?
Well, not that I've liked, no. That one sort of stuck in my memory.
Yes, we've noticed. Well, Sir Fred, if we could borrow your Flatley Bakelite button compass, we'd be most grateful.
Aye.
There's probably a full-scale naval battle broken out between the Trinigood destroyer and the whaler by now. You'd better switch the floodlights on to Mr. Phillips, Chief. It's getting difficult to see him up on the sharp end. We should have made him wear white.
Yes. Well, the lights might help to warm him up a bit anyway. All that glue.
Yes. Still, with all the metal on the bridge, somebody had to stand out in the open up forward with the compass and read it.
Oh, quite, sir. But he's the navigating officer after all.
Well, yes. How long's he been out there copping the draft on the forecastle now?
About 3 hours, sir.
Has he? Standing up to it quite well, really, isn't he?
Not bad, sir. Oh, look. I think he's pointing again.
No, it's all right. It's just shivering. Pity we had to abandon the whaling boat episode, but under the circumstances, I think it was safer to head straight for Portsmouth.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, sir. Much safer.
Well?
Here. What's that signal he's giving supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just another sneeze, I expect.
No, I don't think so, sir. He's spotting something, or drop the compass over the side or something, he's trolling on a nail, or something. He's got stung by someone or something, and he's... Thank you.
Good gracious, I see what it is. He's done it.
Done what?
We're coming into dock.
Blimey, so we are. Oh, he's had it now, sir. In future, you'll have to get him to do all his navigating from out there.
No, I doubt if I could talk him into it again. Easy at that, Chief.
Oh, easy that it is, sir.
Coming up now. Slow us down, both.
Slow us down, both, it is, sir.
That's it. Stop engines.
Stop engines, sir.
Tie up.
Ooh, I did it. I did it. Mind you, I think I got double pneumonia doing it, but I did it. I found Portsmouth.
What? You have indeed. Now, I think you'd better navigate your way to the wardroom and a couple of stiff rums. I have a feeling we're going to need a little warmth inside us before we face the icy blast of old Thunderguts.
Yes, I wonder where he is. As a rule, Captain Povey don't miss a chance to give us an hot reception.
I think I can see him coming down to the dock.
Where?
He must have got somebody with him. I can make out 2 shadowy figures at the moment.
Yes. Ahoy there, Captain Povey!
Fine and magnificent greetings with resounding bang-ho from us also. Bang-ho! And just to show no ill feeling, bang-ho!
Mr. Phillips,
you idiot! You steered us back to Patani land!
But it's ridiculous. We can't be here. I never took my eyes off that blooming button compass all the way.
Let's have a look at it, Mr. Phillips.
Well, there you are. You see, if you stand this way, north is straight ahead. If you turn right, north is straight ahead. And if you turn... Lummy, that'll make 4 norths.
Yes, and I can tell you why. Look, this button, it's got Flatley stamped on it in metal. The needle is swinging straight to that metal all the time.
Well, I'm blowed. So that's why when they were using Flatley button compasses during the war, all them paratroop lads made straight for Paris instead of Berlin.
Bridge number 1 here.
Hello, Batesy here. I had a thought about the magnetic compass, old man. It'll cost a bob or two, but as she's lost all our alcohol, we could try filling her up with gin instead.
Oh, what a terrible waste. Still, if it'd work, we'll have to try it.
Oh, it should work all right. Incidentally, there's another rather nasty signal from Captain Povey.
Oh, what a nice change.
Isn't it? I gather the Trinidad chaps have bunged a boarding party aboard that whaler, and old Thundergut still wants us to sort it out.
Yeah, he would. Very well, order a few doubles for the compass and let's get going again.
Just a minute. You can't mess about sorting out whaling boats. What about my strike, eh? If there's any further delay, I'm holding Admiralty directly responsible.
Yeah, by all means, sir. However, they may have something to say about compass buttons that point due flatly all the time.
Oh, tooch, sir. Tooch! And the next one, please.
Quiet, Chief. Stand by to put to sea again as soon as the compass has had a tot or two of Mother's ruin. You have to get to that whaler quickly now.
Hello, Povey here. What is it?
The jackpot, sir. The Admiral wants to chat you on the blower.
Hello, Povey. This is the Admiral. Povey, what are you doing about it?
Doing about what, sir?
Oh, well, that's something, I suppose. I've just had my aero battered by the first Sea Lord of the Trinidad Navy. Their destroyers sent over 6 boarding parties to that whaler already.
6?
No, 6. Every time they get aboard, the old fool of a fisherman locks them up and won't let them off again.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, Troutbridge should be on the spot by now, sir. Not that I imagine that will improve things.
Troutbridge? Oh, I had a signal from them. Some idiot called Flatley is offering me a penny an hour to work for him. He must be potty. I'd want 4pence at least.
Flatley, but
Oh, do stop waffling on, Povey. I'm coming down there tonight. We'll meet in your office, then put to sea in Makepeace. We must get out to sort out this mess.
Oh, there's the whaler, sir. She looks a bit low in the water, don't she?
Well, hardly surprising. The last reports say she's got 42 boarding parties aboard.
Lummy. Must be like a tube train in the rush hour.
Yeah, and the Trinidad destroyer must be like an empty warehouse.
WT room, Batesy here.
Batesy, can you make wireless contact with the whaler?
I'll have a go, old man.
Right. Pipe it through to the bridge if you have any luck.
Rather, with pleasure. Stand by.
Don't you think we ought to tell Lieutenant Commander Stunt and what's going on?
No, I wouldn't advise that sir at all. If he finds out there's some sort of fishing boat, he'll want to nip over and join them.
Bridge?
Batesy, coming up now, sir.
Oh, good man. What the...
Sorry, pardon, I got the wrong program.
Oh, I don't know.
Skipper Tiddy of the fishing boat coming through now, sir.
Oh, right. Hello? Hello, Skipper Tiddy?
Good afternoon.
What? Good afternoon.
Well, I'm glad you called because we got a complaint. Your ship is found in my nets.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. We'd no idea. Your nets? You can't possibly catch whales with nets, surely.
Who's trying to? That's what all the fuss is about. Me and the lads fancied a bit of fish and chips for our tea, like you see, so we popped along here to get some. Then these Trinidad layabouts tried to nick us.
Oh, I see. Well, now I must know all the facts. Did you actually catch anything?
Oh, about 60 Trinidad layabouts.
Oh, yes. Now, that's the point. You must stop kidnapping Trinny-Goodens at once.
Hey, not likely. 2 more boarding parties on here, we can go home. I reckon there won't be enough men left aboard their destroyer to sail her. Good afternoon.
No, wait. What's the use? We must escort the lot back to Portsmouth and get somebody else to sort this mess out there.
Are the other two still following, Chief?
Yeah, well, the destroyer, he said. Yeah, she caught us up again. I can still make out their side lights, all of a twinkle in the gloaming, sir.
Yeah, well, what about the whaler?
Oh, she's scarpered, sir. When the destroyer lost us in the dark for a bit, the whaler nipped off permanent.
Probably just as well. Careful how you dock, Mr. Phillips. Thunderguts is bound to be about somewhere.
Don't you worry, sir. I'll have us parked in a jiffy. Easy at that, Chief.
Easy at it, sir.
Ah, yes, there he is, sir. You can see a figure on the dock.
Well, what do you want me to do? Wave to him?
Well, you could straighten her up. Slow us down both.
Straighten her up. Slow us down both, sir.
Stop engine.
Stop engine, sir.
Stand by to put 6pence in the meter.
I don't seem to have any small change. Do you know, I never see them coming, do I?
No, sir, but Thunderguts is coming up now, sir.
Now, leave this to me, gentlemen. Good evening, sir. Sorry we're a bit late. Nice to see you.
Fine and magnificent bungholes, beautiful.
What? Had a nice, jolly, splendid, tearaway old holiday, huh?
Mr. Phillips, what on earth have you done?
Lummy. How did that happen?
Well, it must have been the gin, sir. The compass is a bit plastered and taking us round in a circle.
Well, at least it gave the whaler a chance to hop it.
Yeah, the bang went the Trinny-Goodens evidence. A situation with which Pertwee is in full agreement. If you can't explain it, Hoppy denied it, I say.
We had noticed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Trinny-Good destroyer tying up a stern, sir.
Aye, now. This is a British destroyer. Stand fast the Trinny-Good ship. I have our Admiral with me.
You're wrong, sir. That's old Thunderguts. He's come out here after us.
Good heavens, that Trinny-Goodens never caught us up again at all. That's Makepeace.
What's he talking about? He called us the Trinny-Good ship. He must think we're them.
Yeah, well, let's leave him with that happy instead of mechanical thought, sir. I reckon it's our turn to scarper before he finds out it's us.
Yes, so do I. As you said, if you can't explain it, Hoppy denied it. Full ahead both, gentlemen.
Aye, sir. Full ahead both, Chief.
Full ahead both for the utmost pleasure it is, sir.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop! What have you done with the whaler? Come back! I shall report you to your government. Come back! Come back!
Not perishing lightly. Bang ho!
Oh, that's absolute. Bang ho!
And one more.
Bang ho!
And that was Stephen Murray, John Pertwee and Leslie Phillips working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Stephen Murray was the number 1, John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Sir Frederick Flatley was Teniel Evans, Lady Alice Flatley was Heather Chasen, Ackett was Judy Cornwell, and the 2 Patanilanders were played by Ronnie Barker and Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray. Yes, it's almost time for the crew of HMS Troutbridge to go on leave. So if any of their relatives are listening, you've been warned. Lock your doors and stand by to repel boarders. Well, not so much boarders as non-paying guests. Oh, yes. Getting better every week. I wonder if they'd give me a worker's playtime. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The lads have still one duty to perform, as Captain Povey is about to explain to them.
Now then, our
Are there any questions so far, gentlemen?
Yes, there is just one, sir. How much do we get for it?
Oh, I should think about... How much do you get for it, Pertwee? This is a great honor.
You will have to forgive him, sir. Honor is a thing Pertwees aren't all that mad about.
No, it's only LSD that gets them going.
You're just not treating this matter seriously at all. Having the ship adopted by a town is a great honor.
Oh, we appreciate that, sir, but to tell you the truth, we didn't even know that there was a town called Troutbridge.
Well, it's not exactly a town, you know. It's a village in Somerset.
What exactly does being adopted by this place mean, sir?
Well, for a start, it don't mean that you call his worship the mayor mother.
I'll bet 6 to 4 he does. It means, Mr. Phillips, that there will be a great deal of interest between the ship, Troutbridge, and this village of the same name. They'll probably send you compliments.
Oh.
Organize coach parties to make visits between the ship and the village.
Oh, nice.
Mail you copies of the local paper every week, and so on.
Charming.
Well, I must say, all that sounds a bit depraved to me.
I don't care what it sounds like to you. It's happened.
When is the actual ceremony to take place, sir?
On Friday afternoon aboard Troutbridge. Always provided you fools haven't managed to sink her by then.
Well, you know how it is, sir. These little accidents will happen.
Yes, well, they'd better not this time. Because apart from the ceremony in which the mayor will make a speech adopting the ship, there's also to be a ship's concert in the evening. You can organize that, Chief.
Oh, yeah, right, with pleasure, sir. I know just the thing for the lad.
Yes, I'm sure you do. But the mayor and mayoress will be present, and 64 verses of Eskimo Nell won't do for them.
Oh, righto. Well, all right then. In that case, sir, I very much doubt if I can help.
Before you reach any hasty decisions about not being able to cope, I ought to point out that there is a prize being offered for the best turn in the concert.
Well, what sort of a prize, sir?
Money, Pertwee. Money.
You leave it to me, sir. It'll be a pleasure for no trouble at all, sir. Anything to oblige. All part of an humble net loose duty, sir. Only too willing to just you rely on me. On me, sir. I'll get slaving away straight over it. I will, sir. Shut up. If there's one thing, if I can't help to brighten the humdrum lives of one's fellow servicemen, it's a poor do. Yes, indeed, a poor do. Never let it be said. But a Pertwee was lacking in consideration of its youth. And it was never let it be said that either the gallant band of lads who go to make up the stand of body and a stand of ship's company said, and Lord knows what they said. When you wish to meet, never in the field.
All right.
Amazing.
Incidentally, sir, who is the mayor of this village called Troutbridge?
Yes, I was afraid you'd ask that. It's the reason they're adopting the ship, I suppose. It's Sir Willoughby Todhunter Brown.
I say, he gets around, doesn't he?
Well, let's put it this way. He never seems to last anywhere very long.
No, Sir Wibbly Buntley Tiddly, Sir Waddly Diddly Buntley. The mayor is a man who has devoted his life to public service.
Yes, and we all know what Lady Wibbly Wobbly Doldry Doodry is. We know what she's devoted her life to. Gin by the bucketful.
Nonsense, the very idea...
Excuse me, sir. A letter from Sir Willoughby saying they'll arrive at the dockyard a few minutes after 3.
Oh, Judy, look, love, while you're here, about the concert after the ceremony course. Yeah, I'm in charge of the concert, you see. So if you'd care to volunteer for the balloon dance, we've got a few spare ones in the stalls that have only got a slow puncture in them, so I'd be very happy.
Chief Petty Officer Pertwee.
Sir?
Once and for all, it is not to be that sort of concert.
With 120 maclos about, it'll never go if it isn't, sir.
That's a risk we shall have to take. Talking of the concert, gentlemen, I forgot to mention that my dear wife Ramona and I will be entering.
You are, sir?
Yes.
Do you mean that she's going to recite behind a few dead, dodgy, half-blown...
Oh, she's pumping well, listen. Apart from anything else, they don't make balloons big enough, but... Well, get back to your ship and make her ready, gentlemen. I must get home early, for tonight is practice time at the piano for Ramona and me. You'll be surprised at the result on Friday.
That I wouldn't doubt for a moment.
Henry Povey,
Yes, my love.
you know perfectly well you are not allowed to put your great maulers on my dear mother's pianoforte without getting Ramona's permission in writing first.
Well, you did agree to enter the concert with me, my love. I was just warming up my digits.
Don't be disgusted. If your hands are cold, you may have your Tuesday treat early. Permission to bash carpets in the garden.
Oh, no, my love. I mean, I wanted to be sure I could play the piano well enough to accompany you when we sing together.
Oh, I see. Well, we better practice, I suppose. Now, I've been giving this matter a great deal of thought, and I've decided we're going to sing Because. Have you got the music for that?
Yes, my love.
Good boy. Now, play on. Because you speak to me. Henry!
Yes, my love.
That was not the slightest bit funny. Play it properly. We'll have none of your sexy Semprini nonsense this time.
Very well, my love.
And this is supposed to be a duet we're doing. So Ramona has marked up the words for Henry to sing, and we'll have no extra do-do-dos flung in for good measure either.
I'll remember, my love.
You better. Right. Now, play on and come out singing.
Certainly.
Because you come to me with North Day love and held my hand and lift mine eyes above a wider world of health and joy I see. You come to me. You speak to me in accents sweet. I find the roses twinkling round my feet, and I am led through children's joy to Good boy. Good boy. I could have got very nasty.
Can we do it again, my love?
Perhaps we better. Ramona's voice is in cracking form, but we can't take any chances. Now, we must win this competition, Henry, so let's have bags of concentration.
Oh, rather, my love. Can I wear my evening dress suit at the concert?
Well, I suppose you'd better. If all else fails, you might get a prize as a piano-playing penguin. Remind Ramona to cut out a new cardboard dicky from the cornflake box on Thursday.
Oh, thank you, my love.
And this time, remember to wear it with a plain side showing. Last time, you trotted about the place with stored in a cool place and plastic noddy card inside written all over your chest. It was jolly humiliating.
It certainly was. Somebody came up, undid my waistcoat, and tore off my free coupon.
Well, watch it this time. Ready for yours, then. Go! Because you speak to me in accents sweet, I find the roses waking wrong. My baby, Henry, wait, just a minute. Stop! Henry Povey, don't you dare do that again.
But it was you, my love. You've got a bar behind.
I what? Absolute nonsense. I know exactly what happened. You dropped your semi-quaver bang smack in the middle of my crotchet. And you had your great hoof on the loud pedal. Now start again. Because you speak
Right now, that's so. All right? Right, now let's try it again. And this time, try and remember the flaming words.
I'm not happy.
Look, who cares whether you're happy or not? Now then, start chatting.
You're rotten, you are. Ladies and gentlemen, a little recitation.
That's it.
It's a funny old world we live in, to the north of Kathmandu. When I say, how's your father, and he says, how are you? Up in the attic, there's an old man playing the tune that's through. When I say, how's your father, he says... I just got here. No, you haven't, Chief. You've been here for ages. You've been rehearsing this stuff Mr. Murray wrote for the concert, and you... Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just wondering which pudgy portion of your posterior I'm going to clobber first. Look, I know I've been here for ages, you nautical nit. AC, that's my line. AC. I'm supposed to say that, you see. AC. That's what I'm supposed to say.
Well, I only learnt my bit, you see. I didn't read your bit.
Well, why not?
Well, I thought it might have been private.
Isn't it marvellous? Isn't it marvellous? Look, how can you chat me funny questions if you don't know what funny answers I'm going to chat you?
Well, I'm not happy. And I don't think the ladies and gents we'll be chatting will be happy either. Here, couldn't we do something else, Chief? Tell you what, I could do the balloon dance you were on about.
Stone me, that'd be coals to Newcastle if you like. Nobody'd be able to tell which was you and which was the balloon. Now look, that's so. Now try again, and as soon as I say, hey, you speak your bit, and I'll prove you're not here.
Morning, Chief. How's the rehearsal going?
It's not, sir. Baggy body here can't remember his flaming line.
Yes, Johnson, I can't help feeling that you're not really trying.
Well, I can't help it, sir. I'm not cut out for this sort of thing. I joined the Navy to hear a lot of funny stories, not tell them. Anyhow, I'm shy.
You what?
I'm shy.
That's it, that is. That's all I needed. Loads of lovely lolly floating about and you get stage fright.
It's all right, Chief. I think the best thing we can do is to give him a couple of pep pills just before we go on. Give him confidence. Mr. Phillips has got some, so he can have one of them.
Well, it's a good idea, sir. Although I should have thought that Mr. Phillips was the last person who would have needed them.
Well, I gather he's had them ever since the day he took his final exams at Dartmouth.
Blimey, if he got through them, they must work something marvellous.
Well, not exactly. He took a pill out of the wrong box, and that turned out to be a sleeping pill instead.
Oh, well, that's it then. One pep pill for Fatso coming up the night of the show.
I'm not convinced. I don't want it, and I'm not happy.
You know, sir, with all due respect to your script, I reckon I'd stand a lot better chance of winning if I went on and told him a couple of stories. I know a new one about a farmer's daughter and a commercial traveller way out into the country. Well, we see, he nips out the back way and he finds her twin sister locked in the doorway.
Definitely no, then.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, certainly. Nice to have heard from you. Good morning. Now, Chief, what about the big finish to your act?
Well, sir, what I thought was...
I say!
What is it, my man? What is it? Can't you see I'm giving these good people a recitation? Be off with you. There's a little yellow eider to the north of Kathmandu. He raised his hat politely, then said, to you. Well, I'm sorry, pardon, but as soon as anyone says I say, I start doing my little piece, you see.
Yeah, well, possibly. Only this time it was the wrong little piece that said it.
Yes, quite. What is it, Judy?
Captain Povey said, would you come to his office now, sir, to arrange about the reception of the Todd Hunter Browns tomorrow?
Oh, very well.
Now then, darling, this time, for goodness sake, concentrate on what we're supposed to be doing.
I'd much rather concentrate on something we're not supposed to be.
Very likely. But winning that money would be jolly useful for our bottom drawer. It was very kind of Captain Povey to let us have the naffy piano over here in the office, and the least we can do is to make use of it.
I don't think he had it sent over for our benefit at all. He and Mrs. Thunderguts are entering too, you know. I think she told him to practice on it at lunchtime while he eats his peanut butter sandwich.
Now, don't be uncharitable. Mind you, if he thinks there's nobody about, he does nip out and bash out a couple of quick choruses of the young ones.
Oh, nasty. Let's try our song again, shall we?
All right, darling. Now, I'll play, and this time, think what you're doing.
Oh, yes, darling, yes. Sweetheart, 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 will you love me ever?
Will you remember this day?
When we were happy in May.
Leslie, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I was just remembering what we were doing that day in May.
Oh, Red, I'm not standing for any more of this.
That's what you said then as well.
Well, did I?
Don't be silly, darling. Give Lesliekins a kiss.
Certainly not.
Oh, go on.
No.
Oh, go on. Just a tiny one.
Well,
Just a tiny little plonker.
well, just a tiny.
And what the blazes do you think you two are playing at?
Nuts in May. Hello, sweetheart. That is,
No, we were rehearsing, sir.
Well, I should hate to know what for. Now, is number one here yet?
No, sir. I've sent Wren Cornwall over to the ship to fetch him.
Oh, well, never mind. This fool will do.
No, thanks, sir. That's jolly kind. Oh.
It's about the adoption ceremony tomorrow. Tell Lieutenant Murray that apart from the Todhunter Browns coming here, Admiralty are to be represented by the Admiral and Rear Admiral Ironbeak.
Oh, lummy.
Precisely. They are also judging the concert afterwards, so it had better be good. Right, off you go and tell number one.
Aye, aye, sir.
And you'd better go with him, Wren Chasen, because he's bound to have forgotten what I said by the time he gets there.
I've forgotten now.
Yeah, take the fool away for pity's sake.
Aye, aye, sir. This way, sweetheart.
Good. All clear. Just time for a quick thump, Henry. 1, 2, 3. The young ones, they call us the young ones.
Well, gentlemen, the adoption ceremony certainly seems to go off jolly well.
Well, I don't like it, sir. I reckon there's a catch in it somewhere.
Well, cheer up, Chief. Is everything ready for the concert, by the way?
Yes, I think so, sir. You better start soon, because Mr. Phillips gave me a pep pill to give Fatso, and he had it about a quarter of an hour ago. If he has to wait much longer, we'll probably have to chain him down.
Relax, Chief. It looks as if Sir Wibbly Wobbly Donnelly...
His worship, the mayor.
Yeah, thank you. It looks as if he's going to start his opening speech.
Oh, blimey.
Thank you for that tremendous. But let us start at the beginning. For without a full order book, where would the winds of change blow themselves out? Down a blind turning and into the common market? No, my friends. This is no time. And another thing. Building for the future is no way to exchange luncheon vouchers at the cash desk on your way out. What is needed today, and that goes for my dear wife as well.
Charles Phillips!
Can it be? And who's to say it isn't, with 14 orbits and 39 not out to his credit? There are, of course, two sides to this question, and I for one. So who is the other one for tennis? Give generously, my friends, and send your donations and your wives to me in a plain envelope. Dash on with the concert, then. That's me lot. And in conclusion, may I remind you that the horse is still man's best. So don't end up in the cart before him. Good night.
Right, gentlemen, after that stirring call to something or other, let's get the show started before he comes back with a 25 minutes PS.
Now, off you go, Pertwee. Announce the first item.
Right, just going to. Thank you very much, and I'll see that rated in the 4th row tomorrow. Your worship, ladies and gentlemen all, we start the entertainment tonight with a dirty great dollop of culture. May we present for the first time in a new ring, on my right, the HMS Trowbridge's ship's choir. Right, lads. Come along, my lads. Off you go laughing, and lash out immoderate with the lyricals. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hooray, little traveling, hooray, in the night,
How many more verses are they going to sing? Sounds like Peter Brough and Archie Andrews.
Yeah, agreed, sir. But I reckon the Thundergut's got a bigger laugh than Fatso and I are going to get when his cardboard dicky whizzed up in his face.
Yes, it didn't half go, didn't it? I mean, how he can stand there singing a ballad with working model yours for sixpence written on him, I don't know.
Well, what's on next, Chief?
Fatso and me, sir. Oh, where is it? Oh, blimey, look!
Oh, good gracious. Asleep? But he can't be. I gave him a pet pill. He ought to be bounding about full... Oh, lummy.
Mr. Phillips, sir, please. You haven't.
I'm afraid I have, Chief. He's had a sleeping pill.
Oh, quick, we must wake him up. The audience is waiting.
Fatso! Fatso! Wake up! Fatso! Oi! Fatso! Fatso!
Go away. I'm having a kip. And for once, I'm happy.
No, you're not, Fatso. You're not. Wake up.
Huh?
We're on.
What?
I'm lost.
It's no good, Chief. Get on and do the song instead.
Righto, sir. And I'll have his guts for garters in the morning as well. Which reminds us, ladies and gentlemen, of a little song that you all love. 21, 22, 23. When you're the old world with you. Wake up. When you're the sun comes through. But when you bring on the rain. So stop your...
I'm not happy again.
Who cares whether you're all happy? They keep on. Because when you're the old world with
Good night, Chief. See you in the morning.
Not if you're smart, you won't. Take them away, somebody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the concert, ladies and gentlemen. And I now have very great pleasure in introducing the two judges who will announce the winners. A big hand, please, for our Admiral and Rear Admiral Ironbridge.
Oh, do get out of my way, Ironbridge, you old fool!
Yes, that's me. Yes, certainly. Yes, of course. Yes. What was that? Good evening, Your Admiralship. I realise that Johnson and I can't have won, but perhaps you'll tell us who has. Yes, by all means, yes, certainly, yes.
Oh, shut up, Netterchops. I'll tell 'em who won. We did.
And a very fair... You did? But you weren't in the competition, sir. No, but we are now. Yes.
Yeah, give us a once-er on the joiner, somebody. Capital, here we go then. We've been together now for 40.
50?
No, 40 years. And it don't.
No, it don't.
Seem a day.
Not a day.
Too much. Up for the rain.
No, ain't. No, isn't. No, ain't. No.
Oh, shut up. There ain't an admiral living in the land.
No, no. Plenty in the water, but not on the land.
As I'd swap for me, dear old mate.
No, no, no!
There ain't an admiral living in the land. As we swap for our dear old mate. And it
I'm sorry I messed up our chances of winning last night, Chief.
That's all right, Fatso. That's all right, wasn't your fault. Well, with that Admiral ship's knocking off the prize, we wouldn't have had a chance anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Still, at least we've all got leave.
Yep, that's right. You're going back to your mum Min's by train, I suppose.
Yeah, that's right. Are you going by train?
No, Uncle Ebenezer's lending me a car. At a price, of course.
Yeah, I'll bet. Well, I best be going or I'll miss me train.
Yeah. Well, I'll go this way. See you again when we get back, eh?
Of course. You won't forget to write, will you?
No. I'll drop you a line or two just to let you know where I am.
So, you won't forget to put a stamp on the envelope either, will you?
Johnson, you'll always kick in, of course not. Mind you, if the rain happens to wash it off again before it reaches here, it won't be my fault. Oh, well, that's it, ain't it? Oh, ta-da, Fatso.
So long, Chief.
Take care of your great, big, fat, chubby self, mate.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, Fatso.
And that was John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips and Stephen Murray working their passage in the last of the current series of The Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number 1, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Mrs. Povey was Heather Chasen, Able Seaman Johnson was Ronnie Barker, Judy was Judy Cornwell, the Admiral was Tenniel Evans, and Rear Admiral Ironbridge was played by Michael Bates. Incidental music for the series was by Tommy Riley and James Moody. Music when we didn't want music to sound like music, played by Eddie Braden. Announcer Robin Boyle, and the recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston.